Ha ha! Good evening, sir.
Yo, what up, man?
Talk to me. Talk to me. How
Ain't
you
much.
been?
Much. What's going on?
Sound tired, man. I hope I ain't catch you at the wrong time.
Nah, I'm good. You know how it is when you actually ain't going to work today?
Yeah, yeah.
So when you in the house all day, it's just like, that's just how you are.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a fact. That's definitely. Hold on. Can
Yeah,
you hear me? Let me. Oh no, I turn my headset up. There we go.
yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Sounding good, man. Let me sure the mic is good, bro. Get this shit. Yeah, we here. So
Nice.
yo, first off, let me get this shit started, man. Let me get the fuck shit out the way. Thanks for coming back, cause I gotta tell a funny story. Cause that was the fucking, cause you was one of the first fucking interviews when we started doing the cast. One of the fucking best interviews. By the way, Trinidad. I'm not fucking it up this time. You get what I'm saying? But this funny story that I gotta tell is, man, bro, like no bullshit. We recorded that interview, and bro, I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. But something happened with the audio, and all I caught was myself talking to myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, yep. I was like, yeah, I fucking deserve that one on the fucking chin. So we're not gonna go down the fucking normal road of fucking shit that we normally travel, man. First off, man, I just want to start off where we left off. You was telling me about the comedy thing. You was doing a few events. You was trying to put it together. I saw you did the mini. Fuck. This was like a year ago. It was the mini Damn, I'm losing train of thought right now. You had like a little event that you guys put together. Um, fuck.
Oh, yeah, the show at the New Eurekan.
Yeah. I thought that was dope because I bring that up because literally as we had the cast, you was like, "Yo, we're gonna try to put something together like this." And then you said you was gonna do the album, the comedy album. I was like, "Yo, that's gonna be dope." And then you came out and did this. So my question is, was this something you facilitated yourself? How did this come together? Give me some insight.
Well, I don't deal with the dudes I was. Well, it's you know,
Let's talk. Let's talk, my nigga. Let's talk.
but you know how drama gets. I mean,
Of
sometimes
course, we don't gotta get into details, but
people are a little weird. That's all. I still deal with the dudes that I do the podcast with. It's just there was another, like the original crew of us that were running these shows or whatever.
Mm.
Um, two of them, they just stopped messing with us for whatever reason. They didn't give us no real reason. It's fuck
What,
shit.
on the comedy tip or the podcast tip?
No, on the comedy tip. So
Okay.
then me and my guys that I do the podcast with, we were just like shut out of their last show or whatever. So we don't know what happened. And
Yeah.
so we just, you know what? Sometimes life throws you an alley oop. It's better to get certain people's energy out of your place anyway. So
No, absolutely. I
yeah.
definitely agree with that. Now, with the comedy, I'm not gonna lie to you. Since I spoke to you, I've done a lot more research on comedy, comedians, and the art of comedy.
Yeah.
And I say that because I'm not gonna lie to you. Until I did the research, I pretty much everyone thought, I'm not gonna say everyone, but the stupid people like myself thought you just got up stage and like, hey, what happened? Three people walking to the bar type shit. And and I'm only saying that is because comedy has evolved. So say like right now, one of my favorite comic slash podcasters is Joey Diaz. I think he's fucking hilarious, and all he does is tell stories of his life growing up. It's just
Yeah.
a bunch of fucked up stories. But now I'm only explaining that is because I see how comedy evolved. Bring me in that. What's the evolution or your style or the direction or what you feel is going? Because it's no longer like there's so many different styles. There's no more, it's not as predictable as it once was. Say with comedy and stand up, it's like you could go straight left field and have a meeting out your hand. So it's just really on what's your thoughts on that? The approach or more so your approach?
I mean, for me, it's always like, because I treat it like I treated music. It was just like whatever I was feeling at the time. So it's just like, there's no specific style, I would say. I mean, there's just shit I find funny, and then the way I just decide to put it together, you know what I mean? So, like, I want to transition into more of like saying a little bit more important stuff. But I got this thing, like, don't cross that road until you know you can make it funny. Because, like, don't nobody want to be preached to, you know what I mean?
Nah,
So like, so I'm just trying to figure out the balance in my voice with the stuff that I want to say versus how to just make all that funny in the. So it's just that's where I'm kind of like at right now.
So you think you're? I don't want to say you think, but is it more so you're just waiting for the right story to really perfect it? I'm saying because it sounds like you want to touch on it, but you don't think it's ready yet. I'm just understanding.
No, it's more like I want to touch on like deeper shit, right? You know what I mean? Like you got like there's people like you got you guys like Kevin Hart and shit like that, and then he's funny, but he's real, you know, like he don't get too deep into whatever, right?
No.
And then there's people who are just way too deep. I'm just trying to find a balance in my voice with just the way I could turn normal conversations when I'm feeling about something into like jokes and whatnot.
Hold on, I feel this conversation is about to take a nice fucking U-turn right quick. When you say deep, there's cause I had a list of topics I just want to talk. Just have a conversation with you type shit. So when you say deep, what do you define as deep? Because now I'm only saying this because from me doing research of comics, I didn't know there was a such thing as clean comics and dirty comics. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But wait, I'm only saying that because I love dirty comics. That's all I've grew up watching. You know, people who just talk their shit, speak their mind, you know, and make it funny. Until it's like, oh no, there's clean comics who don't, you know, straddle that hemisphere. And I'm like, huh. So with that being said, when you say touching on these topics, are you trying to go raunchy in it, like how could I say, fuck Trump type shit, or you're just trying to, you know, get a little bit more in tune with today's events type shit?
Nah, I'm not super topical. I try to like I do some of that topical stuff like when I'm in that mode or whatever. But like what I mean like deep is just like not deep isn't the right word, but it's the closest word to it. But like
bring me into your mind. Let us know. Let the people know.
trying to figure out how to say it. Like for instance, right? Like I got the way I think about how we deal with like race in the country, right? I just think sometimes we deal with it on the dumbest level ever. So I'm trying like for instance, like my family's Dominican or whatever, right? But you know, I grew up in Newark, you know that. But I didn't grow up around Dominicans. My sister dark skinned. My dad looked like Red Fox. I like whenever I hear somebody be like, "Yo, y'all not black," or somebody arguing that they're not, I'm like, "Well, I don't get it," because that you know, it's not like a cop is gonna ask if I speak Spanish first. They just think I'm light skinned. You know what I mean? Like it's just like it's just this idea of what's what. You know what I mean? So just trying to put all that together, and like you could have this conversation a million times with people, but it's just like when you're trying to turn that into a joke on stage, it's a matter of like not like pointing fingers and being preachy versus just trying to like find the funny. Because I think like some people they try to focus on trying to say shit, but they don't focus on being funny. And I was like, yeah, that's not comedy. You got to be funny first, and then you know you find a way to say what you got to say. You know what I mean? So it's just a matter of trying to get into the mindset of how to put it out. You know what I mean?
I like the way you said that because there's a few questions I got off that. So when you say like the race topic, I definitely want to touch on. So it sounds like I don't want to say it sounds like, but I'm just getting the vibe that you don't want to offend people. More so,
no, I don't care.
To them. Oh, so you're more on the. Oh, so you're more of a dirty comic, I'm guessing. You straddle the line.
It's more complicated than that. There's people who are like dirty, like I mean, there's people who just all they do is like some old Andrew Dice Clay shit, you know, to tell like real like dirty raunchy shit. Like, nah, I don't really care so much to offend people, but that's not my intention. Like, it's more than two ways. Like, you'll hear the word clean comic and dirty comic. You could be clean and say raunchy shit. Clean for the most part is just people who don't curse.
Really? I didn't know.
Yeah,
So, you know,
you could be clean and still get away with saying like don't for the most part it's people who don't curse or dwell too much into like sexual topics and stuff like that. But like clean for the most part is anything you'll be able to watch on TV.
I get you.
Like anything that you'll watch like on like basic cable, that's clean comedy for the most part. I mean, there's people who just then you got your Jerry Seinfelds who just they don't curse, they don't say nothing Like they don't get into like certain kind of topics and shit like that. There's people like that, but then for the most part, clean like a clean set is it's a set that's pretty much like straight down the middle. You're not cursing. You're not, you know, you might adjust your material a little bit. Like if you telling a joke and there's a motherfucker in the joke, you might switch the word out in the joke. You know what I mean? Like that's what clean for the most part is.
Interesting.
But there's also people who just don't do certain topics. You know what I mean? Like there's people who just play it straight down the middle, not to offend. It's like if you go to a comedy club, right? Like depending on what club you go to, like if it's a club that gets a lot of like tourists and stuff like that, or people who ain't from the area or stuff like that, you'll notice that some of the material here is more like general stuff. But then let's say you go to a comedy club in like Harlem or something, you'll hear some like Harlem specific stuff. You know what I mean? It's just like it's depending on the crowd and stuff like that.
Environment,
like,
demo.
Yeah, I try to be like again, I treat all this like I treated music. I choose purposely not to stick to one specific thing. Like I just kind of let whatever I feel dictate where I'm going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's deep.
So
when you say that, bring me in on your writing process. If you write,
I don't. Well,
okay, that's interesting. Tell me more.
Not necessarily. I don't, but like I don't sit down with a pad and pen. I swear to God, I think I got ADD or some shit like that. I can't sit there and I just can't sit there and write. Like it's just it works. The process is too slow for my brain. Like it's just too slow. So it's like again, this all connects to like music for me. Like because it's just the entertainment aspect, right? And like with me, like with music, which I'm still doing and everything, and like well, you remember from back in the day, like it was a few people bringing NPCs out, and then there was some of us that was bringing computers out, right? I had an MPC, but I was always a computer dude, and the reason I couldn't get into an MPC because it's slow. The process is super slow for me. Like on a computer, you know, you could like, oh, yo, I want to hear how the snare sounds with a reverb on it. I'm just gonna drop a reverb on the track right then and there. There's no after processing. I'm doing it all at once. The process is just there. It's like faster. You know what I mean? That's why I kind of like some people, like you know, people who use the MPC or people who use a lot of hardware, they would have to make the joint, bring it into Pro Tools, then mix the joint and EQ. I'm doing all this while I'm making the beat. And that's the same way that I do like jokes or whatever. Like so I got this podcast that I do, the TJ Squared podcast, with me and two other comedians.
Big shots.
My guys, the two Julios. So basically, like what all we do is just have a convo. Like there's no script, no nothing. We just like we meet up every other week. We've been having guests lately. We're trying to do that more, and we just have a conversation. We just start rolling. Like I hit record. I wait for the entrance point. Like sometimes I'll say something that like deserves an AO or something like that, and then bam, that's where we start. An intro or whatever, and we just start talking. So then when I listen back to it, I listen to little stuff that I say because sometimes, like since my brain is moving so fast, I'm not thinking about something. Like you know how you talk without thinking sometimes.
Yeah.
That's me 100% of the time. So then I go back and pick out little things that I saw that the guys reacted to, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe I can mess with that. So then I'll remember that, and then I'll jot that down in my phone or whatever. Like I'll be like, oh, I said this, right? So then I'll start thinking of like start thinking on expanding that into a joke, and then like I'll hit an open mic or whatever, and like I kind of word it out on stage. But like I already have like an outline in my head, and then I'm just trying to see where like I can naturally go. So then
you like feel the crowd out.
Nah, not really. Like it's more just like trying to figure out which way that like I have the outline in my head. Like if I said something and I remember that it was funny, I'll be like, all right, so this is funny, right? So then in my head, I'm like, so how will I go about this? So like I'll just jot down little plot points or whatever. Like I'll have an outline as I'm thinking of them, and I'll go on stage and just piece it all together as I go. So then like I'll see like a natural flow of how it comes out. Like it kind of treated like a convo. Yeah. Like you know you've been dying to say something to somebody, you're not gonna write it down before you said it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, how weird is that shit? Like, damn, yo, I want to tell this nigga how I feel tomorrow, and then you just gonna write the whole shit down? Nah. So I treat it that way. It's like, yo, I'm dying to tell you this. I just don't know how I'm gonna say it. So I figured it out on stage. So that's how I kind of do it. And then I record all the sets, and if I'm working on something, like the more times I do it, it changes. So then I start picking the little pieces that I change as I go. Cause like, you know.
Oh, wait, let me just cut in. So you practice it with a crowd live and then go back and work on it.
Crowd is subjective. Open mic is really just other comics. So for the most part, like I'll hit an open mic up, and then it's like open mics for the most part is other comics. Sometimes it's people in the crowd because it'd be at a bar or something like that. Yeah. And you'll just work the material. Like somebody listen to it, and you pick out what comics might laugh at. Comics are notoriously like non-responsive. Like,
that's such. Are you serious?
Yeah, because
at least producers will give you a head nod. Like,
nah, it ain't. See, it's like that, but it's not, yo. Like if you go to open mic, everybody just waiting to get their shit off and leave. Like when we go to like a beat battle, we there for the whole experience. But that's different. That's like a show. You know what I mean? Like it's different because like open mics, like some people will do like 3 or 4 or 5 open mics a day. Like I'm not like I don't have the time to do all that just because I have like a job.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like I can't like dedicate all that time. Like I do too much already, so I'm not gonna do 16 open mics a week or whatever. Like I get to them when I get to them. Like actually, to be honest with you, for the last like couple months, comedy is taking a little bit of a backseat for me.
Okay.
Yeah, because the shit that went down with those dudes kind of left me in like a weird place where like because I don't like drama, like unnecessary drama. That shit is stupid. So like when I see that, I kind of like back off a little bit. I was like, you know what? Let me back off and reset. And it worked out perfectly. Like I'm still doing the podcast and I'm still thinking of material and I still go to open mics every week. But I like backed off of like being super, super on it and then shifted my focus towards at the moment, I'm working on an instrumental album. So my focus is just like shifted that way right now.
I like that.
So I'm just doing it all now. Like I'm just trying to find balance because I feel like whenever I'm not doing music, I'm unbalanced. So like for a couple years, it was just mostly the comedy. But for like a year or two, it was just mostly comedy and a little bit of music. So now I'm just trying to find a balance between the two because I need both. Like I need both.
No, that's interesting because that's exactly how I felt. And it's not even to correlate that is because I don't want to say I ever took a break because I always was doing music. Like you feel me? Like it's here. It's just
it's natural. Yeah, you don't.
But it's like you said, like life got caught up. I started doing some other stuff. I started doing some video shit, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I literally had that. I had that talk with Denity the other day, and I was like, yo, there's a lot of people right now that think I'm a fucking videographer, and my fucking tag is Piff Beats. I'm like, I don't like that.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of people that think I'm Nick Trinidad comedian, but yo, I'm Trinidad. Like, and not the James guy. Like, I'm the real one.
No, facts.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's like I need people to understand that I'm both. You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like So and then now, like, I don't sample no more.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Let's transition smooth into this. Wait, first, why and how long has it been?
It's slow. Let me see. I copped a Push 2. What was it say? Like 2 years ago, I copped a Push 2. Yeah, I copped a Push 2 years ago, right? And like I was in the middle doing some comedy stuff, and I was hanging out. I got reconnected with Copy Cool.
Yeah.
And that's like my man, yo. Yeah. And I saw he was using it. I was like, yo, this is dope. I was like, damn, I never thought about using Ableton, right? Because I'm like a straight up Fruity Loops dude. Like I've been a registered owner of Fruity Loops since like version 3.4. Like I'm a Fruity Loops guy. And it's funny, that'll circle back to that too. Yeah. So I get the Push, and I'm a sampler. I mean, you know me. Yeah. I'm a sample dude, right? So I get the Push, and it got like a scale mode and chord mode and all that other stuff to it. And because I don't play, and like I started making some beats with samples, but I was like, damn, let me see what I can do without the samples or just mixing the two. So I was doing that for a little bit, and then I did that for like a whole year, and I was making some beats without samples. Like, oh shit, this is pretty dope. Actually, this is like it was becoming easier. And then I was like, all right, cool. I had a crash, lost all my beats.
What?
Yeah, because I was running a foo version of Ableton. I don't know what happened. One day I turned the computer on, everything was gone. The computer was fine, but all my Ableton stuff was gone.
Wow.
And that was like a year's worth of beats. All I had like MP3 files for all these beats. And I was like, damn, this happened towards the end of 2017 going into 2018, right? And then like I was like, damn, so that shit fucked me up. So then I had to like slow down drastic. I was like, you know what, I ain't doing it. Like I didn't even feel like touching it no more because I was just so mad at it. But I was still like I would get itchy throughout the year.
Yeah.
So then towards the end of the summer, going into like September-ish or whatever, that itch, like, cause it never. I mean, you know how it is. Like, yo, you start hearing music on the radio, you start, like that metronome in your head starts clicking. Like, only people who produce know what I'm talking about. Like you could be anywhere and you're like, oh, yo, this is a beat. This is like it's just like it's so natural in your head, right?
Yep.
So that started hitting me, like towards the end of the end of the summer. That started hitting me. So then I was just like, all right, cool. So then I started like bringing my laptop to work, and on off times I would just like mess around with stuff, right? So I was still using Ableton. I ended up buying a launch pad, and you could take the launch pad and you could run like a script to it to turn it into like a push. So and it's a small launch pad. It's like a launch pad mini. So I just threw that in my bag and I would mess around with stuff, and I started remaking beats and stuff like that. And then I noticed that I just stopped sampling. I was just messing with Simpson stuff. But it's
you
weird.
Did the mobile setup, or just since you started incorporating the scales with the samples?
Since I started incorporating the scales of the sample, I was using less and less sample. And it goes back to remember I was telling you about I feel like I got ADD?
Yeah.
One thing I love about samples is that it's samples. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, there's not much to say about that, right? But samples require setup. So what happens is with samples is for me to make a beat with some samples, I gotta sit there, listen through songs, find samples, find stuff that I want to chop, figure out if this works, figure out if that works. It's a lot of trial and error. I mean, because for every fire beat that you make with samples, there's about 15s that you don't. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how it is. Because like we just it's trial and error with the cuts. Like, you can't just say one day I'm a sample producer and I'm gonna make some Jay Dilla beats today, and you ain't got no Jay Dilla samples. You know what I mean? Like, you got to find them.
Yeah.
So what happened was that I felt was like slow, and I just kind of wanted to start creating. So then I just started just not sampling, and like little by little, like the chords and scale shit was just like clicking, and now like I got control. Like, so then it just started working, and it's like since I got sampler sensibility, my ears kind of like tune like if I'm sampling anyway. So like everything I'm playing out with like and then like chord modes and all sorts of stuff. It's just coming off almost as if I am sampling. So then I deal with MIDI as if it's just like I start cutting the MIDI up and stuff like that. So that's why I go full circle. So now I'm back on Fruity Loops. I ditched Ableton completely because I realized no matter how far away you go from home, you always got to go back.
Oh, wow.
No matter how, it always calls me back because I was just like, yo, I was working on Ableton for a while and I was like, all right, well, this was cool, it was fun or whatever. This is nice. It was a nice little fling. But then I get back on.
Let me get Lil Mama down. 1 second.
Yeah.
My bad.
Oh, Jay.
I got a big girl on my hands. But yeah, but now wait. So you went back to FL.
I went back to FL.
That's good. So hold on. I'm just curious. So in the process of you doing these beats or making the originals, you were still on Ableton or you were on FL?
Nah, I was on Ableton for about 2 years, right? So then when I started coming back in, I was on both. I was messing around with both because I was just like, you know what?
Even after the crash.
Yeah, after the crash, I started messing around with both more because again, I own Fruity Loops, so I can legally put that on my computer. So there's like no like troubleshooting and all this. All that stuff is whatever. But the thing is, there's a workflow that I'm just so used to. So it's like the way I do drums and everything. It's just that's just how I do them. You know what I mean? Like it's just I have a way that I work with FL. It's just I know it like the back of my hand, and just from me knowing it so quickly, because Ableton functions completely differently.
Yeah.
Right? It's good for some shit, and I find it not as good for other shit. So now that I'm doing a lot more MIDI stuff, because I'm playing a lot of stuff out, and I'm adjusting the MIDI and stuff like that. FL just naturally lets me do a lot of the stuff that I'm doing easier. So then,
Or
I just
maybe, or is it
ended up
muscle
back.
memory?
Well, that and just the way certain functions of it work.
Okay.
And they're just because they're both. There's a reason why most of the industry uses one or the other.
Yeah,
You
at
know,
this point in the game, they're pretty much the same thing.
yeah, because people like to say that one is better than the other or blah blah blah. They both anything does the same thing. I always told people back in the day it was like I remember one time I did a beat battle, right, and it was me and my laptop, and I think I either won it or it was like I think I won that battle, and one of the dudes in the battle afterwards, matter of fact, no bullshit, it was after I won the battle. You do the showcase.
Yeah, yeah.
So one of the dudes in the battle that was showcasing, I did my showcase or whatever, and he comes up to me and he's an NPC guy or whatever, and he sees that I pulled out the laptop or whatever, and he's like, "Yo, how do you your drums knock like that on Fruity Loops?" And then I was like, "Yo, you just gotta learn to use the shit that you're using.
Yeah, yes.
You can make any program do whatever the hell you want it to. You just gotta learn to use it." So then what happened? Like, the problem with Ableton was I didn't feel like giving it the time to do all the extra stuff because I just wanted to, like, again, ADD, like I need to keep going, I need to keep going. So then I just got back on FL, and then now I'm doing I just dropped 3 remixes on the SoundCloud.
I peeped.
Um, and then there's a bunch of other stuff that I haven't dropped yet because I'm working on the instrumental album Dead Ass Land. And then just keep making stuff like just today. Anything, and the crazy shit is like I get so excited that I'm making shit. Like I dropped a Hell on Earth remix today. And, like I literally made it today, and I was just like, "Oh, this is cool." I'm just gonna drop it because I just like I'm just having fun again. You know what I mean?
That fire is burning.
Yeah,
It's hot.
what
I
it
love
is.
it.
And the dope shit is that like when you're not sampling, this is it's another reason why I'm not. There's no red tape. So it's like now I completely own my compositions.
I say what you man.
And that shit is like kind of refreshing, like to not work like because sometimes like, we all deal with the like all right, well, we're gonna sample, we're gonna put out whatever we put out. If they come get us, they come get us, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what they gonna do? Like, if you're not selling millions, they're not gonna bother you, right? There ain't no sample clearance if you selling like 10, if you selling 10 tracks, Blue Moon on Bandcamp or some shit like that. You're not on nobody's radar. But my thing was that like I've been told a couple of times since I started doing this again that like the stuff I'm making recently feels like score shit, like it's beats, but they like the people who heard them, they're like, "Yo, this feels like it fits like a scene in a movie and whatever," and which is dope because that's one of the things I always wanted to do. So like, I was like, "All right, cool." So then, if I don't sample, there's no like if I do want to do some of that stuff, like if I want to start providing YouTubers with some beats for the background of the videos, you're not gonna get content striked because I'm not sampling. You know what I mean? Like it's just I don't know. It just kind of happened. You know what I mean? Like I still like I still hear shit and I'm like, oh, I want to sample that and stuff like that. But I try to get used to not doing it. So.
I ain't mad at you because everything you just said is such a fucking true story. Like I got a fucking crazy story for everything you just said. But now, I'll say this: I relapsed back into production off of sampling. I just had a collection of shit I was just hearing. I'm like, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm listening to this shit and I'm like, this shit is crazy. Then I'm like, let me go on who sampled that. I'm like, niggas had to chop this. This shit is just like too, like, you get what I'm saying? Like when you hear something like this is like too ridiculous. Like someone had to touch this.
You know what's crazy? I was having the same thing, right? Like this is what happened to me. What really, really got me into not sampling was finding out that some of the shit that I was really enjoying at the time was not sampled. So like, sometimes I go on runs, and if I don't feel like listening to a rapper, I might just listen to a beat playlist on Spotify. So there's a lot of like lo-fi beat playlists and lo-fi hip hop. It's just lo-fi beats on those lo-fi producers or whatever. Like they got like 90s style production. It's all slow and somber shit, but it's like 90s style production, and they dirtying and muddying up all these tracks. And then like I watched a couple videos because YouTube, you'll be like, how the fuck they do that? So like I heard one and I was just like, yo, how the hell is like, cause like these roads, like, well, I was like, yo, I never heard this shit before. Like this shit's like, it's like sounds like a sample, but then you're like, yo, this isn't it. Like this is a sample. Where is it from? So I'm like, yo, where the hell are they getting this shit from? And I'm finding out that a lot of these dudes, they make it and they make it sound as if they sampled it. So and they're doing all types of processes, and they're using these mad plugins that they use and stuff like that. Some dudes throw it in a 404 and then throw it back into the computer afterwards. So like they doing mad stuff, and I was just like, that's dope. That's like the next evolution of sampling. You just make your own fucking samples. I mean, you miss there's little things you missed there though. There's like a soul that's missing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree with everything you say. Like once again, I'm never gonna disagree with that, because then that's the second part of my story. But just to be like, yo, the collection of shit I heard, I had to touch, and it was refreshing. And I only say that is because when I relapsed, it was like, damn, it's like you said, it's like a kid in the candy store again. I'm banging these bitches out like I'm fucking 16. I'm like, but the point to be said is everything you said is so true, because in the flip side, I had a fucking sample clearance debate, and I did a YouTube sample remake of Bring Them Things. And
oh yeah, you were doing the like videos for a little bit too, right?
Yeah, I was doing those, and I was doing the beat remakes. And then I was like, yo, I stopped after the sample shit. That's the main reason I stopped, if people want to know. I never really said, but because the thing is, you do all that fucking work, the shit pops, and then you get no ad revenue. And I'm like, because at first, I'll paint the picture like this. At first, like say when it was under like 25,000, it was like, yo, they didn't care. I was getting the full shit. It's like $15, $20. I was like, all right, cool. That's something light. The moment that shit hit, like, let's say like 58, 65,000. Oh no, so and so's record company has published the record company and publishing. YouTube was like, yo, look, you could dispute this shit, but if you lose, that's a strike.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm like, all right, fuck it. So what do they want? They was like, yo, they only want 40. I think it was 30 or 40%. I was like, I could live with that. I could live with that.
Yeah.
My nigga, the moment this shit hit up to like 100, they was like, nah, we want all that shit.
They start wanting more and more because
they took all that shit.
And it's not fair.
It's really not fair.
It's not fair because I love sampling. Like I love sampling to death, and hip hop is based on sampling. You don't get hip hop if you don't get samples. I don't care what none of that 80s band shit was. Look, the whole music comes from breaks. Like if you don't got a DJ playing breaks, you don't. It's like that's where it comes from. Like yeah, some of this clean stuff is cool, whatever, and I'm enjoying what I'm making or whatever. Like if you take a listen to some of the stuff I'm making, you can hear that I'm actually kind of trying to recreate a sampled vibe in some of the stuff because like I dwelled a little bit into the like synthy shit too, but it's just like what the shit that gets me is they beating you over the head, right? They go, damn, oh, all right, you got 100K? Yeah, we want all of that, right? I was like, bruh, they won't even, nobody would even know what your song was if it wasn't for some of these samples.
Thank you.
That's like be a little
Exposure.
appreciative. Yeah, I get it. You got to get yours. I respect that. That's my thing. It was like because you put something into the world and you don't want people just using your shit and you don't get nothing above it. But like there got to be some fair common ground there.
Absolutely.
Like it just happened now. I mean, like you looking at you've been paying attention to like the De La Soul situation.
Not fully, because I started the Sway interview. All I saw was that they're still getting raped by Tommy Boy. I
Yeah,
didn't get to finish it.
but on top of that, there's another layer to all that. All those songs from those 3 albums, that's all samples. So like if you think about it,
Probably
they're probably
should.
still playing publishing on those samples. So and think about the split. I mean, they didn't get too much into this. I don't think they get into this at all. But I started like thinking because like I read like I'm into the business of hip hop too,
Hmm.
and like I started like yo. Wait, so they only get 10% of the revenue for Spotify, which, all right, to be fair, you got to stream a lot to get any money out of that. But
Yeah.
when you think about it, it's only 10%. And of that 10%, whatever sample clearances is going to snatch money too.
Yeah.
Yo, this shit is crazy,
Yeah.
man. It's just like, it hits you. And them algorithms will slap you quick. Like I put
Yeah.
out last week, I did a remix of No Lie.
Mm.
Just a little quick remix. I was having fun with some stuff, and I was like, "Oh, it kind of fits this 2 Chainz song, right?" And so I did the remix, and I took the audio I made and played it over the actual video,
Mm.
right? So they essentially now the video is playing with my version of the song, and I just posted a minute of it, like on Instagram only got like a minute,
Yeah.
so I posted that minute, yo, instantly, yo. Shit, yo, I was like, I sent the link to my boy to go
Wow.
look at it. He's like, yo, it's unavailable. So then I go onto my account, instant Universal Records clapback, instant.
Wow.
It was like, yo, the thing wasn't even up for a minute before it got clapped back. Them algorithms will get you, man. The
That's
same thing with YouTube.
I didn't know they was on Instagram.
Yeah, because Instagram is Facebook.
Oh, yep. And they're on Facebook. They're definitely on Facebook.
Yeah, those clapbacks are on Facebook too. So, though there's a loophole to it because then I put the whole 2.5 minute video on IGTV
Yeah.
and it get clapped.
Oh, that's crazy.
It got
So,
clapped on the regular feed though.
and you could probably slip it through on the stories too. So,
Yeah, yeah, I slipped a preview of it on the stories.
bet,
And I
bet,
think
bet.
that's probably because when I posted the video, what happens is the algorithm recognized that the video it was because the same video, I guess.
Hmm.
So then I guess on the story, since it's all stretched out, it just goes against the algorithm.
That's wild. That's
Yeah, the
wild.
whole shit is crazy. So I'm like, you know what? Like, and I'm thinking about it like moving forward or whatever. It's just like, let me see what I can do without that. You know what I mean? Like, I never really dwelled into it for the
Hmm.
most part. Like, during the beat battles, I never did nothing with no samples or nothing like that. I never even thought about it, because back then I always thought unsampled shit was cheesy. Well, but back then, to be fair, back then Simpson, all that shit sounded trash to me, yo.
Yeah, they did. They didn't sound like they do now. I'm gonna
Nah,
say
now
that.
they sound crazy, dude. Some of the
Yeah.
stuff, like, it's like now it's like, all right, man. If you could really learn how to mess with some of this stuff, you cool. Like, I just did what was it, like a month ago? I did the Freak Show pop up that they had in downtown Newark.
Mm. Okay. How was that? Tell me
Yeah,
about it.
it was dope, man. It was dope. It was cause you remember, Krill.
Yeah, I know JS. Yeah.
Yeah, so Curl runs the Freak Show, and they did like a pop up, um, like a couple pop up shows. There was like a pop up art gallery, so they linked up a show with that, so they set it up for that. So they
Mm.
hit me up, and I did the joint the beginning of February. It was me, I forget a couple other producers, but Def Dom was in it,
Okay. Mm,
and
shit. Big shouts.
yeah, so we both rocked out. Priority came through just to chill. It was like an MTP reunion at one point. It was like a lot of like old MTP. Like it felt like it had like MTP-ish vibes just because it was a Sunday night and
Oh,
yeah, it was a Sunday night and everybody like we were just chopping it up, talking about music and just having a good old time. And I missed that.
no, no facts. It was the environment, the culture.
Yeah, man, that's another reason I feel back for a little bit too, because like when the culture, like when the beat battles and all that stuff disappeared, like you're not around everybody as much.
Yeah.
And just being around other people to do the same shit that you do just makes you want to do shit. Like I remember, if I would like going to just checking out the battles just to be like, yo, I can't wait to come back and play. I can't wait to play the people when I'm on there. You know what I mean? Like not even. It never was about winning to me. It was just like, yo, I can't wait to show y'all what I've been doing. We didn't have SoundCloud and none of that shit. We had maybe some MySpace music if you had one of those pages, but
damn, that's so crazy.
Yeah, man, that was our SoundCloud.
Yeah, that's crazy when you think about it, because we came from no social media to now. Because like you said, like I used to just go just to hear what niggas was doing.
Me too. I was there every month.
Oh, I was like, yo, it was just a good, just talk hip hop. You listen to some fire beats, and then you're up all night. Well, me, I was up all night. I'm up all night. I'm home cooking up. Home cooking up. I'm not going to bed until I put down like 2 or 3. I'm running through all these records twice. I'm doing some wild shit.
Yeah, I'm going home to make beats after that just because I'm like wild inspired and shit.
Yeah, it's just like, you're absolutely right, man. I'm not going to lie to you. I think that's one part too that where I lost the focus on my balance, because like the culture took a crazy shift. Like,
yeah,
like I didn't.
Those freak shows are a whole nother world.
Yeah, I forgot he was doing them for a while. Frequencies. The frequencies. Yep, the freak shows, and then there was another one.
He's still doing that. That's what he's still
fucking Thread.
I haven't been on one of those. Yeah. But yeah, he was on the free show where he has the visuals and all this other stuff. But it's like it's different now. Like it's just different. Like these dudes are performing. Like I went in and just kind of played beats.
Yeah.
But like the season that they performing. Like
what you mean perform? Bring me in. What's going on up there?
Man, it's like, all right, so like you know how a beat battle works, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not asking you, but like, we go up there, we play our shit. You know, like if you was doing some live shit, like if you had like a controller, maybe you do a little bit of live shit. But once we all got computers, that kind of stopped.
Yeah.
But like, you go up there, you play your joint, I play my joint, and we go back and forth, right? These free shows are sets. So basically, I was rocking out for 30 minutes, like DJing some beats that I just made. Right, I don't DJ, and like I wasn't gonna bring like equipment and all that stuff with me. So I just came up there with my iPad and I just played stuff. But like some of the people there, they were using like 404s, and 404s got all those effects in it and all this other stuff. So these are just like choreographed, like timed out sets that they're doing, which is dope. They're like straight up, it's performance. Like these beats are not meant for rap. Some of these people that do this stuff. This is just like literally instrumental music and shit like that. Yeah. And they just like performing it. It's different. It's just real different. Like I'm still a rap first producer.
Yeah.
No, so like I naturally put in like without even thinking about it. Like you probably do this too. Like without even thinking about it, while you making a beat, you make a 16 for a verse and you ain't even realize it.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Like that's how I produce. Like I automatically am thinking about verses and shit. That's what was dope about Ableton though. It started taking me out of that. Cause like when you lay stuff out in Fruity Loops, you do it in the blocks.
Yeah.
And you do it on bars and stuff like that. The way I was laying stuff out in Ableton was live with the in performance mode. So then I started like I would still naturally do 16 bars just cause again that metronome in your head is like that. Yeah. But like I found myself slowly breaking out of that and having like weird bar counts for certain shit. Like, oh, yo, this change up is like 7 bars. It's because it's like a loop that I let go 1 extra bar just because I was just feeling it while I was going. It's kind of like when you have an MP and you put it in, what's that? Like when you flip it where the pads are playing sequences instead of playing, sounds, track
Oh.
select mode or whatever the hell it
Yep.
was. So it's kind of like that in Ableton when you put it in like performance mode with the clips and shit, and you're sitting there, you're like, all right, yo, 1, 2, boom, I'm gonna drop that right there.
Yep.
It's just
I
and
know
it's all
exactly what
on
you
beat.
mean. Yeah, that definitely brings a new element to it.
Yeah,
I'm
man, that shit.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was always fascinated by the performance side of the production.
Yeah,
So
me too.
it's interesting that you said that because I always wanted to get into it. I do a little finger drumming, nothing too crazy. But I see the shit. I'm gonna put it like this: I saw what Arab was doing like 6, 7, 8 years ago, and
Oh,
I'm
no,
like, bro, I was like, if niggas could do this on a regular, like
yeah,
when I say niggas, like competitively do
yeah.
that on a regular, this is like the future of production is gonna be crazy.
Well, now he's crazy though. Like he probably the only person that could hit like those real fat like those trap hi hats.
Yeah,
He could do it with
yeah.
his fingers. That dude, he could do that with his fingers. Like nah, I'm not doing that.
Nah, that's a fact.
Yeah, I'm give me some note repeat. Like
Yeah, no, for real.
he's doing that with his face. Like that dude is crazy. What I like about what he do that, like, but yeah, that's like a performance thing with him. But with him,
Yeah,
he's also making beats that knock though. So like I give him that. Because
yeah,
some people could do the one, like some people are really good at padding stuff out, but like what they're making is just kind of like meh. But it's like, oh, it's cool, you played it all at once, but it's like meh. This guy's actually
yeah,
like putting out some like I watched a lot. Like YouTube is a gold mine, man.
yeah.
Like that's why probably there's so many producers now.
What you searching up?
Like I just look at everything, man, because you never know how to use everything. Like I know how to use FL probably better than anyone I know, but there's a thousand dudes on the internet still teaching me how to do shit.
I find that interesting too.
It's crazy, yo. The internet is insane. Like it's insane, and
I
that changes everything.
Yeah, that's the biggest landscape, the biggest shift in the landscape.
Yeah.
That's why I could see how, or at least I could feel how some people could have conservative views in this day and age. Not trying to swing shit. It's because
Oh,
with YouTube, it gives you the tools to get it done. You remember, it used to be a time like, yo, how do you do that?
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? How do you could literally type that shit into YouTube and they will show you how to do it or there'll be a video of someone telling you how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like this is such a resource. It's like to get to the point I was like if there was ever to charge for YouTube. I don't mean like that YouTube red shit. I mean like literally charge to go on YouTube. People will go crazy.
Oh no, hell yeah, that changed the internet forever. If Google would just be like, yo, y'all gonna have to give us $2 a month, and it's such an insignificant amount of money, but nobody will want to pay.
Yeah. But then again, nobody would want to pay, but on the flip side, they all would ante it up. Because then think about you. I'm not going to lie to you. You go to YouTube just on the strength to see how to, like, say you need to build something. Say the instructions is shit.
Yeah.
You could pull up a video, bro. How do you build this properly? Show me what do you do here. What am
Mm-hmm.
I doing wrong? I'm like, all right, bet. Say that. Let's make it even better. It's like there was shit that my man's told me as far as with YouTube, who does videography. And then say even with me with audio, I've learned shit on there. He's learned shit on there, and we done turned around and made money from the things we've learned.
I
It's
look well, even at work, like, cause I mean, I'm still, I'm an engineer, so like
yeah, no, I
when
feel you.
I'm trying to figure out some little compression trick or whatever, yo, damn, how am I gonna fix this? You go to YouTube real quick. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what I gotta do. Done. Like it's insane, dude. It's insane, and it's just like changing everything, though. It's just like the landscape is crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just crazy. Like it's hard to get like it's hard to filter all this shit out. Like it's insane. Like it's just too much.
They helping us though. If you heard what they already doing, they putting all that the fuck shit in the back on the back burner.
A little bit, yeah. You still catch it, but you know it's crazy though. The algorithms also kind of like you're only seeing who's popping, and in turn
Uh,
they get bigger. Like it depends on like how
I
you.
think it's very self curated.
Sometimes I'm finding like you follow mad stuff. Some stuff you just not gonna see. You gotta like actively always search certain things, and then eventually YouTube will start shuffling it back up. But like some stuff you just never see, and it's kind of crazy. Even if don't even be logged
Give me
in.
an example.
Check this out, right?
Yeah.
There's this school called PragerU, right? And they got ads on YouTube, and they on some right wing conservative bullshit type of site, right? It's an online university, and they ads that just be like the most right wing racist shit you could think of. Like one of them was like, "Why are we attacking white men?" Right? And in my head, I'm like, "Why am I seeing this ad?" I
Yeah.
wasn't logged in. I
Oh.
wasn't logged into YouTube, and I was looking at videos on like my iPad or whatever, and I wasn't logged in, and it starts giving you the ads that people who don't have accounts see. And then when you go to the homepage, you see what it's pushing, and it's only pushing super like corporate stuff. Like
You think they're pushing that right wing agenda?
nah, they not. They pushing that green wing agenda. That's what it is.
Oh no, absolutely.
That's all that is. There's no agenda on YouTube. The agenda is money. That's what people forget. The agenda is money. It don't matter. Like if Bernie Sanders is gonna shell out $20 million for a YouTube ad campaign, best believe the algorithm is gonna work to his favor. That's just how it is. Whoever's paying for it. It's just when you see how like things get shuffled around. But YouTube was different back then. Like before the algorithm shit, you used to go onto YouTube and like the trending stuff would be different. Now when you see shit that's trend like you log in, the first thing you see is like NBC, Disney shit, all the like major companies. They're the first thing you see on there, unless you're logged into your account, and then you'll start seeing some of the stuff. But it would also favor some stuff with like more stuff. So then like
Paid placement. I believe they pay for those placements.
Well, yeah, definitely. But like even like when it comes to like production videos, like I watch a lot of production videos, and naturally YouTube goes, "Hey, look at these videos," right? So until like I really start getting into like a search for look at shit, it'll only keep showing me these like 500K subscriber pages. So like, and then you get that's all it's showing me. So then like you get to see these guys who, and I didn't know these dudes was making bank like that because I also because I'm into sneakers too, and I watched some of that sneaker YouTube stuff. I didn't know these kids was making bank like that, yo.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So then like it just all adds up. Like, dude, oh my
so
God.
true. Wait, I'm not gonna lie. That's another reason I gotta get back on YouTube. It's not more so for the money. Is that I see the influence it does because I built a little ecosystem with the little daily heat check shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep this brief because it's all about you.
Yeah.
But the YouTube is very, very powerful. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I slept on it, and I'm growing a strong subscriber base without releasing content. Excuse me, and that's what's even scarier. Excuse me. But then again, I can see what YouTube does. Like you said, the algorithms. If it's something they see people are gonna watch or they're gonna like, they're gonna put it in the places so they can see it and so they can watch it. But then again, YouTube's whole thing is to keep you on their site longer. And I'm not mad because that means they're showing you more ads, more advertisers means more money. So that means the green agenda is in full rotation.
Well, yeah, that, and you also gotta remember the way it pushes longer videos too.
Yeah.
Because anything less than 10 minutes, people don't get ad money from it. So now people are pushing. That's why you see in YouTube. YouTube videos used to be like 4 or 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
Now you seeing hour-long, 2-hour-long YouTube videos on the regular. Like everybody's posting their live streams now.
Yeah.
Like live podcasts. That's like the new thing. Everybody's doing like anybody who got more than X amount of freaking subscribers is doing a live stream. Because like it's the longer it is, the more ads you could throw in there. Like it's super annoying too though. Like if you watch like again, I'll be watching some of these sneaker videos and these dudes that have like a 12-minute review on some shit, and they'll drop like 4 or 5 ads in there, and I'm like, damn, bro, like every 2 minminutes is an ad. I can't do this. This
and
is
they're
too
well
much.
Calculated too.
Nah, they don't even cut them right. That's the shame of it. Like they just like he'd be mid sentence and they'd be like, "Boof!" Like what the fuck? Like, damn, at least yo, learn how to edit your shit. Put a fade, make it like a little commercial break or something.
Yeah,
Like, do me the favor. Like, that shit is annoying as hell, man. But that's just, it became a business. That's what really what it is. It became like, because before it was like, yo, you into YouTube? Yeah, it's a hobby. Now it's like, you into YouTube? Oh, yeah, this is my job.
And you see, that's where I fucked up. I walked away when it became a job, and then I came back, and the terrain has changed.
Well,
So
were you prepared for that that constant flow of content?
you know the thing was when I started that wasn't a thing.
No, it wasn't. It
I'm
is
gonna
now.
be honest. That was like if you did once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month. Well, you get what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say once a month, but you get what I'm saying. It was like because you got to understand because this was before social media became social media. Because remember, there was a time where yo, this is too much. There was
Yeah,
once upon a time it was like yo, this is too much. Now there's a time like yo, there's not enough. And
that
I'm like, this is crazy. We went from the too much era to the not enough era. And
mhm.
that's why we got so much shit getting pumped out, whether it's good or bad, just to keep wait. You want shit? Hey, we got it for you.
Yeah.
Just to, like I geek out. So I watch Linus Tech Tips. I only say that
Oh,
because
that's my guy. I
you
watch
get,
mine.
oh, I love Linus,
Yeah.
big shouts to him. But the fact is his work ethic is amazing. He got like 5, 6 YouTube channels and
He's a
he
fucking
drops
millionaire.
oh, of course, of
Yeah.
course. But then again, he drops videos daily.
Yeah. But he has a staff. He has editors.
Or say a
Like,
guy like Tim Pool. Tim Pool does like 7 videos a day.
it's insane. You know what's crazy though? Like on the sneaker stuff, right? The new thing is they'll drop. Some guys do daily videos, and it don't even about nothing.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we're so strapped for content that we end up watching the dumb shit for no reason whatsoever.
So
Like,
true.
sometimes I find myself watching a video of a dude just walking through a mall, and I'm like, why am I watching this?
Yeah.
Like, this is stupid. Like, I'm just watching
Content's
this.
drop.
Yo, but yeah, and then it's like it turns into you just watching somebody else live their life.
Yeah. Like
So it's
I only jump in this because I started watching a video on you. I don't know. They recommended me some bullshit, and they know how to get me. It's because
man,
they know I like the bullshit.
of course.
So I'm like, yo, this dude was like, yo, living in NYC off $1.
I seen one of those.
I'm like, yo, they got me. And I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie to you. This is, and I'm only saying this is because this is nothing in my regular regimen. This is nothing that I'm clicking
yeah. I
on.
recently watched that video.
Wait, so their placement and recommendations is perfect, and it
Yeah.
was like a 7-day thing. So
Yeah.
oh yeah, so you got me on day 2.
White dude, right?
Yeah, white dude. So
Yeah,
it's
well, that
like,
only can only be a white dude.
and I'm like, I find it so fascinating, but I'm like, yo, their recommendations are now getting that good.
Mm.
Because, like I said, this is not the regular type of content I watch.
Yeah, I don't know.
I might look at it because it's intriguing. Like, oh, that's interesting. Da, 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 da. But then they'll be like, yo, they'll start pumping it to you. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah,
Come on. Like, y'all are out of control right now.
yeah, it's crazy. And then like the daily thing is insane. But, like I wanted to start like me and the dudes I do the podcast with, right? We're planning some like skits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we're gonna we're gonna film some stuff and we do some comedy skits and whatnot. And in my head I'm just like, damn, this would be dope if we could pull this off. But I'm like, yo, the problem with the way that this whole shit work is you can work on one thing, but it don't even matter. Cause it's about having 1,000 things.
Yeah.
So it's like you can make one thing really good, but then you're gonna have to make another 200 things behind it. And it's like, yo, shit, like you can't just work on something. You just, all right, I'm gonna make this one. All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna make this. This is why, like, when you on like IG, these IG comedians, like these dudes, they do like, yo, oh shit, someone just got locked up today. All right, cool. Let me make a quick video. And it's just like, boom. It's just this constant stream.
Yeah.
But the guys that put like real like hard work into shit, they don't get recognized because they're not on the daily thing.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Like, and the only time you see a person like that, like, not even, you just don't. Like, sometimes there's like, I forgot what the kid's name is, but like, there was this one dude that I was watching, and that sounds wild. Pause. You watching Boots?
Yeah, in this day and age, yeah. Pause. Hit the brakes on that.
I'm gonna just pause the whole '90s. Like,
Yeah.
think about some of the conversations I had in high school. Like, yeah, you can't say that no more. Like,
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's out of the picture.
but I was watching this one kid's videos, and they're really well produced videos. It's like a teenage kid, because that's everybody's getting younger and younger.
Yeah.
Because as we get older, the people who are popping are younger and younger. So it's like before, when we were when we were in that 17, 18 range,
Yeah.
everybody popping was like 25, right?
Yeah.
When we get 25, everybody popping was around your age, maybe a little younger, a little bit older. Once you cross that 30 mark, the years go backwards. And now, like, yo, like, I'm 36 now, and I'm seeing who's making all this money online and who on YouTube and all this other stuff, and who's really out here making it. They're all like 17 to 22.
The demo is crazy.
It's crazy. Like, Complex just put out a sneaker shopping with some chick I never heard of, right? And I watch all the sneaker shoppings. I don't know why I watch them, because I hate the host, but I just think he's the most connected cornball. That's what I call him.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joe LaPoo. It's just not a cool dude. He's not a cool dude. You work for Complex, but that doesn't make you cool. So, man, listen. Complex will never fuck with me. I shit on Complex every time I get the chance to, because I hate some of the shit that they do. They'll put out an article. They'll be like 10 reasons why Suicide Squad sucks, and then in the same hour, 10 reasons why Suicide Squad is amazing. I'm like, bro, you can't stop.
Clickbait.
Yeah. That's what they do. That's what they do.
Oh,
But like, they do the sneaker stop and stuff, right? And then the most recent one, it was this chick, and she spent like 3 bands on some off-white joints and like on like 4 pairs of sneakers. And I'm like, I looked up the girl. She's 17.
wow.
Like a focal point, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going? What? I never heard of her. So like, I'm officially at that age where I don't know who's popular.
Yeah, no,
And that's scary. But the problem is, you could be 25, and that's officially the age where you don't know who's popular.
So true.
Because this shit goes so fast, man. It's just.
You know, the thing is, like, I'll say this: when I got out of hip hop for a second, and when I say out of hip hop, I don't mean like out of hip hop, like
Super active.
Yeah, I was like, I was experimenting with other genres. I was listening to some shit, and I only say it like that is because hip hop changed so drastically. Like you said, one, I didn't know who was hot. Like, no bullshit. Put it like this: when I started paying attention back to hip hop seriously, there was literally a little Dex, a little Uzi Vert, a little Yachty, and a fucking, I forgot the other one, and they all looked the same. I forgot the other nigga's name. It was all 4 of them was a little something, and they all had like red hair and shit. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, is this for real? And then I was like, yo, I knew hip hop, and like I listened to the radio, and I was like, yo, this was before I got back into hip hop. This was like, when I was still giving it a chance. And I was like, yo, and I was in the car with wifey, and I was like, yo, this shit's crazy by R. Kelly, man. He got some new shit out. He been putting out hits for years. This was before the shit now. And I'm like, she was like, no, that's Trey Songz. I was like, what? I was like, Trey Songz? I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. He had a song, I swore he sounded just like R. Kelly.
Well, they do the same thing.
You get what I'm saying? And it's to the point that it's like, now I can't tell no one apart. I don't know who's who, what's what. I'm being very honest. Like when Lil Baby and Gunna and Young Thug and I was like, bro, this is too much. I literally didn't know who was who. I couldn't tell who the fuck was who.
Yeah, it was just like Lil Wayne clone 1, Lil Wayne clone 2, Lil Wayne 3. And the shame is Wayne is my age. Yeah, I never really, it's crazy. I don't know nothing like, I try real hard not to be a stuck in the '90s dude, because a lot of dudes in like our class, I guess, like our musician class. Yeah, some of them jokers. It's like, bro, I get it, yo. The '90s was cool. I get it. I really do. I really do get it, but I'm just done with it. Like, I ain't trying to listen. Like, yo, sometimes I find myself like, I listen to perfect example, right? I'm a Drake fan all of a sudden. It happened,
Okay,
right?
so
I
nothing wrong
fought
with
it.
that.
I fought it
Yeah.
so hard. And then 2015, when I think his Nothing Was the Same album dropped, I'm listening to the album because I'm one of those people. I'm not one of those, like, I'm not, if you hear me, if you see me online, if I say I don't like something, if I'm trashing something, best believe I listen to it and I'm giving, if you go, why don't you like this? I will give you a laundry list. Like, before I say something, I'm not one of those people that will blindly call something trash, right?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So I always had my reasons for not liking Drake. So then I think started from the bottom came. I didn't like the song at first, and then it got in my head. And then the album dropped. I was like, you know what? Let me listen to this, right? Because because I know everybody's gonna be listening to it, so I want to be in the know. This is like 2015, and I listened to it, and I'm like, yo, there's like 15 songs on the deluxe version or whatever, I think. And I was just like, yo, I like 8 songs. Then I got confused. I was like, yo, who am I? I like 8 Drake songs, yo. I was like, nah, this can't be crazy. And then, like, flash forward a few years later, that's like one of my favorite albums.
Yo, that.
Because it's just it clicked for me, right? I finally figured out why they liked it. This is why I always give shit a chance sometimes. Like, I don't let shit grow on me because I do believe your first reaction is the most honest. I still don't listen to his first 2 albums because I still don't mess with them. But from the point that I started liking him, I like almost everything that he put out. So, like, it's one of those weird things. So, like, with the younger stuff, like the younger dudes, like, I always like J. Cole. That's partially because I feel like if I was like a foot taller, like, me and him is like we could be cousins. so then I was like, I remember I saw a picture of him back then. I was like, oh shit, damn, this guy looks like me. So then I started fucking. I was like, I like the J. Cole's. I like Kendrick from the minute I heard Kendrick, and I was up on Kendrick, 2009, like
Oh
before.
wow.
Yeah, no, I've been knowing about Kendrick. When Kendrick dropped his first, because Kendrick used to be K Dot. I didn't know nothing about him when he was K Dot, but his first album or his first project as Kendrick Lamar was the Kendrick Lamar EP, and that's in the blog era. So I was up on Two Dope Boys, and this is how I found a lot of shit.
Wow. Damn, I remember them.
They dropped his song Beyonce, which was he was rapping about Beyonce. And I was like, oh, this kid is kind of nice. I looked up the music and I started following. So I've known about Kendrick probably before Dre knew about Kendrick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's not a surprise to me. It's when I get into like the XXX Tentacion is when I go, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I try to give some stuff, but like sometimes like I stay in the know a little bit. The shame of it is though, I know more about the young dudes through fuck shit than I do through their
Oh,
music.
I was saying on our cast the other day, 2018 was the best year for fucking rappers going to the feds.
Yeah.
I don't know it all off the top, but I know we had Takashi 69. We had Rollo with the weed and his fucking complex. We
Yeah.
had AR Ab selling heroin and cocaine in Philly. We had there was one fucking more.
Well, then you had the old boy that dates the one girl who got robbed. Oh, what's his name? He got robbed twice dealing with the thing at his girl's house. Shit.
Who? Which one?
Rich the Kid.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Rich
You
the
know,
Kid.
I look at this shit like, yo, one, these
Kept
niggas is
Gabe.
way wilder than any of these '90s niggas ever was.
Yes and no.
No, it's a yes all the way.
No, you know why I say yes and no? It's because we never watched an Instagram live of what Pac and all these guys was doing.
Oh, you're right. But these niggas wasn't getting federally indicted fucking every 4 months.
Nah, because again, remember back in the day, real G's moved in silence.
Yeah, no, that was a fact. And there
Now,
was no cameras. And there
yo,
was no
now
cameras.
it's like, yo, I'm gonna kill this dude. Hold on, let me get the IG up. I'm like, bro, what the hell is y'all doing?
Yeah. Hold on, we about to stream this. What?
Yeah.
Like,
And this is the only reason I know some of these dudes' names now. This is what's bugged out to me. Like, so I watch just to stay in the know. I watch like the Everyday Struggle,
I
the
stopped watching that, but tell me about it.
I still watch it. Now I don't watch it daily, but like I'll like if I got like a free half hour at work, I might throw it on.
No, it's good. Wait, hold up. I only stopped watching it is because they took a shift that it was just weird. Wait, because I watched after Joe Buttons. I wasn't one of those. I wasn't one of those. If the show was fucking good, I'ma still fucking watch. I thought Star was entertaining. I'm a bit older, so I remember him from Hot 97.
Yeah, no. The Star thing was weird from the beginning. I feel like, yeah, because Star.
Tell me, talk to me.
It's because Star don't listen to rap.
He's fun. Well, I listen to his show, and he listens to rap, but he only listens to the degree like when they're fucking up. Like example, like why YNW Melly or Nelly. I don't even know his name. The point to be said is I never heard of his music until I heard of his case.
That's how it is now.
I never heard a YNW Melly song until I heard he got accused for double hobbies.
No, once I hear about the cases, I don't even care to listen to the music. I'm like, all right, cool. There's a case. All right, cool. I'm cool. It's just because like I don't like I don't want to invest any time.
I only went back. But wait, I'm not justifying it, but I only went back because they said he was a successful rapper. I'm like, what defines successful? I was like, yo, he had a couple songs with 20 million, 10 million, 15 million. I was like, all right, he had a strong following. I didn't, because the point is that I thought he was like a nobody.
I mean, in the long, in the
a lot of those Chicago dudes ain't doing numbers like that. Point to be said. And they get caught up in shit like this all the time.
The Dirks and all the Little Mouses and all those dudes, they just missed the streaming. Like they were just right outside of it. I think that's what happened. Like these new fuck dudes, they caught streaming. So like I said, like I love the business of hip hop, so I kind of pay attention to some of this stuff. That's part of the reason I kind of watch like. I've always watched some of the academics videos because I feel like
I love academics, man. I love academics.
I do too. I think he gets way too much like slack. Like people just really love to shit on him because it's like a cool like let's just shit on academics.
Nah, he be on some clown shit. That's why I love him. He admits to his flaws, but except when he gets backed into a corner, I'm like, come on, dog. When you're wrong, you're wrong. Like with the Tekashi shit, he played that shit all fucking wrong. He played that shit wrong.
Like Tekashi played it wrong.
No, of course Tekashi played it wrong, but he capitalized off that shit. Like, let's not.
Yes and no, because
bro, he dropped the fucking single while this dude is fucking sitting on fucking. People. Come on, man. You getting your rap career on? You're DJ Academics. You're getting your rap career on while your man is fighting for his life in a federal indictment.
To be fair,
bro. Come on,
man. That's how I look at it.
Wait, what did Star say? Sucker shit.
Well, Star's weird. Star's a weirdo. Here's the thing. To be fair about that whole situation, he does joke music. It's not even real music, but to be fair about that, it's one of those like weird situations. Like, what do you do with the song then?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you do with it? Because it's not about like no street shit. It's just a stupid song, but it's like a club song, right? It's not about no street shit. It's not about none of that. It's just like a whatever type of song, right? Like, what do you do with it? You spent like this is the other thing, like because he explained his situation. I was like, I kind of feel him. Like you spent a couple G's on putting this song together, paying for whatever he paid for, paying for the video, paying for the production. And Academics isn't a millionaire.
No, you're right.
So like you paid all this money to put this together, right? For whatever reason you put money to put it together. And like you just supposed to throw it away because old dumbass over there decided to try to be a fake blood.
But wait, you gonna
It's
drop it while he's still hot? Like, wait, that's
well,
the
because it don't
crazy.
make no sense to drop it outside of that. That's what I'm saying. That's just how the
Oh, so
game
wait,
is.
so
That's
you're
how
all in on capitalism. You got
nah,
them right wing views.
it's just how, nah, I don't. It's
Okay.
just that that's just how it is now in that industry. Like
All
it's
right.
hip hop has always been right now hip hop is on
Okay.
some you strike while it's hot because if you don't, you're not gonna get that opportunity.
I
That's
agree.
just the streaming era is different, yo. Like this is a whole different beast. Like these
Perfect
dudes,
example. They're doing 2 albums a year now. This is unheard of.
some
This is
people doing
unfucking
three.
heard of.
Some are doing three. Like some will do an album, and then 2 weeks after the album drop, they're already promoting the next project.
Yeah.
Like there was A Boogie, right? He put out an album in December. Mind you, we're in March now. We just started March, and they were talking about him on Everyday Show, I think, and he was like, he was he was kind of teasing new music,
Yeah.
but then now his album is actually charting pretty well, so he decided to just not work on music and tour the album. Bro, your album came out 2 months ago.
That's crazy.
Work the album,
Yeah.
but that's not how the game works no more. It's like he could have put the thing away. I could have been like, you know what, I ain't gonna drop the song with Takashi. I'll wait until this get cooled down a little bit. But when it get cooled down, it really is not gonna matter.
Yeah.
That's just how it is now. It's weird. I wonder if he would have did like a aggressive. I mean, I don't think he's. That's the thing about Act. Like he's not gonna do an aggressive song.
He had some aggressive shit.
Nah. Like
Right.
he's a like his little AK is a character rapper. Like he's like a character that he's playing, and he's
Yeah,
just
and
like
he's trying to diss what you call it, Vic Mesa at the same time. So
Vic Mensa's a sucker.
wait, why is he a sucker? Explain
Vic
this.
Joe, oh my God, yo,
Explain
like
why he's
I
a
was
sucker.
riding with him for 10 minutes. Like Vic went and did this. This is the only thing I like. This is where I was like, all right, Vic, shut up already. Vic, after he does that whole thing when Joe was still on the show, and Joe's a little bit of a like I like Joe Budden the Joe Budden the media person is the perfect place. I think he's always should have been there. Like you know how Ludacris was a radio dude and then a rapper.
Yeah, yeah.
Joe Budden is the reverse Ludacris. Right, like this is where he should have been from the beginning because he's way like I fucked with him as a rapper, but that's just because I'm from Jersey and we rose for Button for a little bit.
Yeah, facts.
But like once the Bud and Kool-Aid wore off, I realized that he don't know how to make songs. Like, he could rap his ass off, but he don't really know how to make songs. That was my problem with Button. So I kind of stopped listening to his music. But Joe, the media personality, is entertaining as hell. But when that Vic Mensa thing dropped on the Everyday Struggle, he was almost like hyping Vic up. And I was just like, all right, Joe, don't do that. You can't, like, you sitting here, this is the dude you break bread with every day. Like, you kind of got to play a middle position in this situation.
But if your man's is wrong, he wrong.
No, but here's the thing. Vic went up there and he says what he says, right? Threatens violence or all this other stuff, and then goes on the academics tour. Every interview, he had just dropped his album. Every single interview was about academics and not about his album. And I'm like, Vic, what are you doing? Why? Because academics is more popular than Vic Mensa. Vic Mensa knows he will get attention if he's mentioning academics. So he just kept doing it. And then, like, once the situation boiled down and it got a little quiet for Vic, then he started doing it again. And then when XXXTentacion died or whatever, he went and he did what he did at the BET Awards.
Yeah.
And he called out X or whatever in front of the mom or whatever. And that's a weird situation considering what X did. And
that was a weird situation, but that was some sucker shit.
It was some sucker shit. And on top of that, he got his own history of it. Documented.
Double sucker shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was like, nah, I couldn't run with Vic. I was like, yo, like, dude, you had a point. I got what you were saying about the academics in Chicago thing. And I understood that completely. And to be honest with you, those Chicago, I wasn't really watching any of the academic stuff at that time. I really tried not to pay attention to the Chicago shit. To be honest with you,
it was very entertaining. I'm not gonna hold you.
I just did it just because it was just too much going on. It was too many people shooting each other. Like I was like, yo, and it was just too much on. Like I got this. Like I never was into World Star Hip Hop.
Really?
Nah, I never watched it. I never watched it.
So
you know
why? Why? Because I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm on there on the reg, but it's not for the fuck shit. Because believe it or not, they actually have, like, say I was looking for compelling news articles, they have a compelling. They have like, it's almost like fake news.
Yeah, like the Onion.
No, for real. Because wait, like, say right now, they had a dude right now. Wait, this is so crazy. Example, a dude on if you go on World Star Hip Hop, it's one of the top articles. Dude robs a coin store for 30,000 of fucking in coins, and then trades it into a coin store for $33. Like, wait, that's almost like, well, to me, that's almost fake news. I'm like, wait, what? You had 30,000 in coins, and you traded them in for $30?
This is why I don't. That's what it got nothing to do with that. Like I'm fine with that. Like I'd rather it was just that. I have a problem with it being called World Star Hip Hop.
Yes, I see now.
That's my problem.
That's a problem.
And I've had a problem with it because I was just like, bro, like, nah, this isn't like you could just call it World Star if you want, but like you calling it World Star Hip Hop is just like it's kind of like
culture.
Not even culture. It's just making the culture look stupid.
Yeah, because that's not hip hop.
Because you're making it seem like everything on that site is hip hop. Like, and it's just a bunch of because for a while they were becoming to get indicted. like all the fuck shit the dudes was doing was on World Star. Like publicly, all this stuff was on World Star, and it's like
your evidence.
Yeah, and they're making money off of that. So, but essentially, World Star was making money out of putting young men in jail.
You're right. Put it like this: I agree and disagree, but then again, there's still young men capitalizing off of that. It's like we don't watch. It's not okay to watch it on World Star, but if it comes down your Facebook stream, it's cool.
Nah, I'm not okay with it either. I don't like when people share videos of people getting shot. I feel like that's crazy that we just like watching that.
Yeah, that period, I don't fucking rock.
That's wild to me. Nah, to be honest with you, I don't like it on Facebook either. But my thing is, don't call it hip hop. And again, if you get indicted because there's a video you doing some fuck shit on the internet, that's kind of your fault more than anybody else's because you shouldn't be filming yourself doing some of this shit. Like, that's where I always default to. I just don't like that the World Star, like, it just became like the spokesperson for hip hop. I'm like, nah, don't do that, man. No, that was my major problem with it. Like all the other, like, the internet gotta have the stupid shit, like, because YouTube is real Disneyland now, so you gotta have a place to have the stupid shit, and I'm fine with that. But like, I don't understand why you gotta call it hip hop. Like, I never got that, yo, because when the site first started getting on my radar, all they was posting was like fuck shit, and I was like, yo, what the hell? I'm like, bro, like, I'm in this hip hop life, man. Like, why you gotta call it that?
No, you're right. But see, now if that's the case, how do you feel about DJ Vlad?
I got mixed feelings on Vlad.
Come on, man. You can't have. You had strong feelings on World Star Hip Hop, and you got mixed feelings on Vlad.
I got super mixed feelings. No. I don't like that he's involved. Like, I don't like that he involves himself in shit. Yo, Vlad, I get so agitated with, like, Vlad videos are winning the YouTube algorithm race.
Oh, absolutely.
So you can't avoid a Vlad interview, almost. So, like, if something happens, this is the shit that I hate about Vlad, right? So right now, he does like he'll do an hour interview and he'll break it up into like 20 videos and release them joints throughout the course of like 3 months, right? Because that's how he does his shit. He don't just release the full thing. He releases it in pieces or whatever with the headline, XXX talks about XXX and blah, 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 right? Mm-hmm. Like right now, Tekashi is facing whatever he's facing, right? Vlad goes and reaches out to the baby mother and does like a multi-part interview having her expose whatever dealings.
And read the fucking paperwork.
Yeah, and that shit. And I'm like, Vlad, why? Like, okay, one, why? Like, what's the point of you doing this? Like, I didn't get like, oh, like the public has a right to know. I guess I
And
don't
they
know.
talk about clout chasing.
Yo,
Continue.
he is #1 in that. Cause that's what he do, and he got poor Lil Jamar looking stupid out here too. And Lil Jamar thinks Vlad is his brother, but all Vlad knows if Lil Jamar says something wild left, or like, because Lil Jamar, like, he has a very opinionated dude, and he'll say some shit that he probably shouldn't be saying out loud, like some barbershop shit you should just keep to yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
And Vlad goes, well, let me put this out here because I can exploit him and make some money off of him. And Jamar is just like, yeah, what up, my brother Vlad? Nah,
He's just
man.
happy to be there. He got a platform.
That's just all it is. And he's just happy because Vlad's probably giving him money. Because I remember the last time I saw Lil Jamar, he's walking out of the WeWork office.
Oh, shit. So
Oh,
yeah.
I'm not saying even a joke. That just legitimately happened.
Oh, shit.
So this is like before the Vlad interview started popping off. I saw him. I was like, oh shit, that's Lil Jamar. I didn't say nothing to him, but I was like, why is he walking out of the WeWork office on 34th Street?
Oh, man.
And then the Vlad stuff started popping, and then I didn't see Lil Jamar.
He need to do a Vlad Save My Life campaign. Fuck. That's
Maybe.
probably why he riding so hard with him.
Maybe, I don't know. But the thing is, it's like, it's weird because Vlad also interviews a lot of people that a lot of outlets won't interview. Like, he just did an interview with Michael Jai White, and nobody's interviewing Michael Jai White. Michael Jai White's an interesting dude.
No, very true.
But you know why DJ Vlad interviews him? To ask him about Terry Crews. Like, come on, bro.
That's only wait. The thing that's funny though is that when you say that, it's because he has a hidden agenda. Because it's like this. He, like, for example, he doesn't like interview, like, say per se porn stars. But he'll interview certain porn stars who have certain histories just to get a juicy story out of it or something like that. I'm just, the way I look at it. Because some of the people he interviews sometimes, I'm like, why do you, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, some people I understand he's trying to build them up or they got a little bit of thing to them. Some
He
people
interviews
just
people just for the reason to get them to talk about somebody else.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm feeling. It's like that's all it is. You got a hidden agenda. They're thinking they coming on to, yo, I'm on Vlad TV, I'm about to have a no, he wants you to say some shit.
And you could tell that that's exactly the case, because sometimes if you look at some of their faces in the middle of the interview and Vlad starts talking about somebody else, they just be like,
Yeah, wait, you know what's so crazy is that I saw a few things where Vlad got caught slipping, and I was like, bro, this dude's a fucking clown. But then, like, I saw an interview today, because it's funny you said, because I ain't gonna lie, his algorithms, they're winning.
You can't avoid them. You can't avoid them.
So he had an interview with Snow the Product. Now, the interview was basically Snow the Product talking about her being on Queen of the South, you know, transitioning, being a rapper, being married, all this, that, and the third. But the title of the video was Snow the White leaving her man to be with a woman.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not going to hold you. Clickbait, absolutely. I definitely wanted to hear this. But the funny shit is that was probably like 2 minutes out of a 14-minute interview.
That's the shit that bugs me out. Like, if you put all the clips together, that was such an insignificant part of it. But he knows. He's like, yo, because Vlad is making a crazy amount of bank doing this nonsense. Yeah, so it's like, and people keep going on because he's become part of the press run.
No, absolutely.
So, like, people are just, yo, I'm on a press run. I got to push this album. And they just go to him because they ain't got no choice. You can't avoid him. This shit is crazy, though, because it's like nobody else has that position. It's just, so it's like at the moment, it's just like a little weird. It's just like, come on, bro. So that's why I say, like, I got mixed feelings on him, because, like, there's some people that he interviews that I really want to know more about, but nobody's really interviewing them. You know what I mean? Like, so sometimes every now, but it's like when you finally get to see him interview some of these, like, I'm not, like, he started interviewing, I don't know why Vlad is so into interviewing criminals.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
That's why I'm a little weird about it, but it's like some of these stories I like hearing, But I don't know why he's the one that's so into these. Like, I get it, Freeway Rick Ross.
Yeah.
That's a prominent name or whatever, and I get why you would interview Freeway Rick Ross, right? Whatever. There's that dude, you know, that dude who he is, right? So it's like everybody gonna know who he is. But like some of the dudes connected that were part of all that stuff that nobody knows, all of a sudden Vlad is interviewing, and it's just like, what the fuck? Like, what's the guy's name? Doughboy and all these other dudes from like that was running like
Lost members of Death Row and shit.
Well, yeah, like he interviewed I think Danny Boy once, and I'm like, Vlad, why are you interviewing some of these people? But again, it's one of those weird things. It's just like, yo, he involved himself in some shit that he shouldn't be involved with. But then he's like, yeah, I'm pretty like AR Ab, right? Essentially snitched on himself on the Ab, on a Vlad interview.
Oh shit!
I think that's the situation with him.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah,
Social
I think
media is getting all these hood niggas caught up.
Because we've turned like, and not to say that hood niggas can't be stars or whatever, but we turn in the wrong people. We turning people stars for the wrong reasons versus turning people stars for the right reasons. Because like Ab was rapping or whatever, and I get like he was doing all that like that Philly mixtape or whatever. He was doing that stuff, but he kept getting interviewed about the other shit.
Because that's all they cared about.
Yeah, because no one really cared about his bars.
Like the media was part at blame for that.
Yeah,
he was trying to direct the agenda of pushing his music. They only wanted the agenda of the wild street shit because they know that's what he was about.
They, as in Vlad.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm jaded on him because it's like sometimes he'll come up with some like there'll be an interview that I want to see, and then sometimes it's just like, yo, why are you doing this? Like, it just confuses me sometimes, especially like, you know what's funny about Vlad? He posts flashback videos all the time, right? And his flashback videos are basically like, right, R. Kelly got knocked recently. So then Vlad posts a flashback video of somebody talking about R. Kelly from like 3 years ago. So he's eating like double money off of these videos. And then
hold on, wait, because that's crazy, but that's definitely something I want to touch on. What you think about that R. Kelly thing? Wait, because I'm only bringing that up because I don't know if you've seen it. They just aired the second part of that Leaving Neverland tonight.
Well, I haven't seen none of the Leaving Neverland stuff. R. Kelly should have been the fuck out of here because I'm one of the people that didn't care about the. Not let me rephrase that. I'm one of the people that when that sex tape happened, I didn't want to watch it. Motherfuckers was passing that shit around. Remember that shit?
I was like, bro, they was bootleg. They did bootleg.
Yeah, the bootleg man was selling it. I'm like, bro, that's a 14-year-old. Like, I don't care.
A hot seller too.
Everybody was out there arguing like, nah, the way she ride dick, that ain't no 14-year-old. And I'm like, yo, y'all some sick motherfuckers. You know, like, but I had a problem with R. Kelly when he married Aaliyah. Like, I've been like, I'm not an R. Kelly fan or whatever like that. Like, I could recognize like he was good at what he does or whatever, but I was just like, yeah, let's get him the fuck out of here, man. Like, but so I was like, I don't know why it took y'all so long.
Honestly, I personally don't care. I wanted to hear your opinion, but it's just like, yo, like you said, I knew he was a sick fuck then. Like you said, I don't know why it took so long. You feel me? You continue to give him the platform to make more wonderful hits and timeless music.
You know what? The shit with R. Kelly though, it was revealing about other people. That's the one thing about that situation, because like you had like the shit drops and all of a sudden all these people talking about I don't want to work with him no more, right? And in my head I'm like, yo, y'all do know that sex tape was before y'all worked with him. And I was like, so like now all of a sudden you want to have morals, but you ain't have morals the whole time you was making money with him. So now you got morals because you can't make no money with his name no more. That's like how does that work out? Like, you know what I mean? Like this shit is weird. Like even like, you know, Jay does. If I'm not mistaken, them Best of Both Worlds albums came out after the fact.
Yeah, at least I know one of them definitely did. Unfinished Business definitely did. I'll tell you that.
Matter of fact, yeah, it did. And if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not the first Jay-Z and R. Kelly joint was Probably 2002, maybe.
Pull that up.
Nah, well, Unfinished Business came out in 2004. Best of Both Worlds probably came out. Best of Both Worlds. Wait, was that the name of that album? Best of Both Worlds,
Yeah, that was the
the
first one.
Unfinished Business. Well, that was the first one because I know they did two, right?
Nah, Best of Both Worlds was the first one, and Unfinished Business was the second one. Because you remember that's after they had the fucking tour shooting.
Yeah, it was the second album. So Best of Both Worlds drops. That had to be like 02, 03, maybe.
Yeah, let me see. Look this up right now.
Yeah, 02, 2002. So, and then if I'm not mistaken, that sex tape comes out probably 02, maybe. I don't know. Like, I don't have the best memory of when that shit came out because I didn't pay attention. But, like, it was around the same time. So, that's my shit. And those songs that were on Unfinished Business were recorded. Some of those songs were recorded after the fact.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, so now all of a sudden y'all got morals. Come on, man. Y'all can miss me with that shit. It's like, yo, y'all should have got him the fuck out of here from the beginning. And the thing is, who else, like, so, like, I didn't watch none of the Survivor. I didn't have to watch it. No, he was.
I didn't want to watch it. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah, I just didn't feel like participating in the Twitter, like, oh, let's all watch this together. Like, I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, cause my whole thing is like I already told people he made great music. I enjoyed it and I still enjoy it. I'm sorry, I'm not part of the fucking trending cancel culture. I'm sorry. I respect those who do, and I understand. And I understand. I fully understand. And it's not to say I understand and I'm willingly going against the grain. It's just that when these albums came out, either before or after the fact, that was at a special time in my life, and I can't even hold you, bro. He made some very memorable, timeless music. Now, it's not to make it about fucking R. Kelly, because I could say that and, and I'll get fucking stoned off the stage. But is it that easy to say the same shit about Michael?
Nah, they not. No. Everybody's looking for every single excuse to justify not canceling Mike.
You get what I'm saying? And wait, and I'm gonna be honest, and that's
But
the
they've
main
been doing that
reason.
for Mike.
Of course. You get what I'm saying? Wait, when you're as old as we are,
Yeah, you can't cancel Thriller.
when you're in the 30s club, bro, you knew about Michael. You knew
Yeah.
about the sick shit. You knew about the weird shit, Neverland, the babies coming over.
But I remember when those stories came out, and everybody was just like, "Nah, that ain't true." And then then the stories of the kid like lying and all this other crazy shit. And then like for what I'm hearing, I didn't watch the Neverland joint just because Dish Network and HBO beefing, so I don't really got HBO right now. So I didn't watch it, but I got wind of some of the stuff, and I was just like, "Oh, he really was," according to the story. Yeah, he really was fucking him. I was like, "Oh shit." Well, damn.
Sick motherfucking fuck.
That is crazy. Well, I didn't really like 90s Mike.
Look, I don't know if it's true. I'm gonna be honest. I love Mike
don't.
enough right now to refuse that it's true. And like they said, and I'm honestly, and I feel like this is the best part, is that the man is not here, and you wait to do some shit like this to besmirch his honor, and I feel like that's the most low blow of it all. Granted, if it's true, it's true. So be it. It needs to be known. But my main thing is that, one, you wait till he's dead to put this DVD out or this documentary out, and two, now instead of you fucking tainting his name, I feel the damage you're doing is putting the image into the young generation that Michael is a pedophile. Because think about it, the young generation who didn't know about, because this is probably 20, 30 years before their time. They probably didn't hear about the news articles. They didn't know about Blanket. They probably don't know what Neverland is. You get what I'm saying? I'm just being really honest. So when you look at it in hindsight, be like, hi, bet. Now this new generation, they see this or they hear this, and be like, oh, Michael Jackson, the pedophile. Oh, Michael Jackson, the...
I mean, if it's true, then that's the case.
Well, no, absolutely. Absolutely. But then again, they said even with the situation that they can't even prove that it's true.
Well, it's crazy.
Because this dude double backed on his statement, signed the NDA. You feel
But
me?
a lot of people are saying that's because of the parents or some shit like that. It's some weird shit. Because that's the thing. It's hard to just. This is the hard part about that whole situation. You gotta remember, like, whatever happened, whenever this happened, he was a kid. And the idea of ruining Michael Jackson had to have always been in his head. Just like the idea
For
of
revenge, yeah, I can see
no,
that.
not even revenge. It's just maybe not even revenge. Maybe just like, damn, this happened to me, but do I really want to be the one that ends the memory of Michael Jackson? I'm pretty sure people struggle with that shit. Like people struggle with R. Kelly. They
But
still struggle.
wait, I'm gonna be honest. Wait, I agree with you when you say if it's true, it's true. But the one part I don't agree with is 30 years later, after he's dead, you feel to do a
I don't
documentary.
know the
Like,
I
come
don't
on, man. Like,
I
which
don't know the details with the making of the documentary, so I can't
it
really.
doesn't wait. It doesn't even matter the
Well,
details.
no,
Wait till
I don't know
30
because
years later,
it might be
and
one of those.
you don't even come forth in a legal matter. You do a documentary.
Well, I mean, you could say the same thing about the R. Kelly stuff.
Wait, the R.
Yeah,
Kelly shit.
there's
No,
some
the
people that.
thing is with the R. Kelly shit. The R. Kelly shit is current.
Well, no, here's the thing. The Aaliyah stuff was in the 90s, and that's in that documentary. And it exposed a lot of that information, which people who were around in the 90s kind of knew already, and they kind of ignored it. But there's people there's people who love Aaliyah, supposedly, and had no clue that she was married to R. Kelly. Like, younger people.
No, but
So
then,
it's like, and then that got exposed
but then
in
again,
that
there's people
documentary.
who don't care. There's a generation of women who like older men.
I mean, there's a generation of
I'm
people.
not justifying it, not
I,
for a second, because I have a
it's
daughter, so my views on this are very different. So I'm only putting it down like this as far as that I know for a fact that there's women who brag about that.
Oh no, I
Oh,
mean, shit. Look who bailed them out.
you're right. You're
But
right.
like I said, the Michael, I don't know, man. It's rough because I mean, like I didn't watch it, but I hear a lot of the stuff is like damning, and some of the stuff you can't really dispute. Some of the stuff, it's just whatever happened. There's weird shit there that clearly is a violation, regardless of what you believe happened. Just like the kid friendliness, I always thought was weird as a kid. I was like, yo, this is a little weird. I don't know. But I used to tell myself as a kid when I used to hear this Mike shit, I used to be like, nah, I said, Mike think he a boy, man. He just want to sleep with kids, but I like sleep with them. He's just probably chilling in the bed thinking he have a sleepover because, Mike weird like that. Like, I didn't really think he was touching the kids. And now they're saying otherwise. And I was just like, okay. Well, both
Allegedly.
allegedly, but it's all weird.
No, I
Like,
agree
I'm
with
not
that.
sending my kid to sleep at Mike's house, regardless of whether or not he was going to fuck him or not.
Agreed.
And I think a lot of that it goes on to the parents and whatnot, but it's just like that whole situation is weird. I don't know what's true, what's not. It's the timing is weird, maybe, but I don't know how long they've been working on this documentary. Because sometimes, like, because of like legal reasons, sometimes stuff could be getting worked on for like, dude, Mike died. Was it 10 years ago now? Almost 10 years ago.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. About to be.
So there's a good chance that they could have been working on this for 10 years. And
And don't
because of
forget,
legal reasons, you can't put it out and stuff like that. So I don't know. I just don't know. The time it was weird, like because it came out of nowhere. Like when it was announced that they had a Mike documentary coming
yeah.
out. Like I didn't even hear of nothing going out, but then in my head, I'm like,
And don't forget, the information could have been selective.
yeah, I don't know. But you
They,
can't put
however,
the
they
family.
edited that, they could have edited it to. Because believe me, you could have did a documentary about that and made it seem like he had a problem and needed help, or you could made a documentary about that, like yo, he was a fucking pedophile and he needs to be put to justice. Like
Well, I
there's
mean,
different ways you could expose it. You could expose him as the victim or the victor, and they
it,
chose to choose him as being the victor. You get what I'm saying? No, Michael was doing terrible things to these kids. Or they could have spent it like, yo, Michael had a problem. He grew up in a rough childhood. Da, da, da,
or
da.
it could
He
have
needed
been.
help. He could have. You get what I'm saying? They could have spun it so many ways. You get. I'm not trying to
I think the
justify
truth
it.
is really both.
Absolutely. But the
But it
point
doesn't
is,
excuse whatever happened. But it's the truth of it is it's both. He was both victor and victim. I think that's just how it is. I always thought that was the case. Whenever people do fuck shit, they did some weird way. They always both. Like with the exception
yeah.
of R. Kelly, fuck R. Kelly all the way. But like I can't even like I don't really like that. Some of the stuff that he was doing is crazy. But like the
So wait,
Mike,
you bumping? Are you bumping the threat?
what?
Jay-Z the threat.
I don't really listen to Jay Z music. To be honest with you.
All right, but if it came on, you bumping or you fully indulge with cancel culture?
Nah, I'm not like that. I'm not gonna be one of, but I'm not gonna be one of those like yo. When the R. Kelly joint came out, I was in Union, right? I had walked into like a Kicks USA, right, and then there's this group of girls going in to return something, and like you don't ever hear anybody really bumping R. Kelly like nowadays. They was Dover Park in front of Kicks USA, like ironically playing Bump and Grind and like really loud. It's because it was a joke for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I was
Young
like,
shit. I'm guessing they was
yeah,
young.
it was young. It was a group of young girls, and I'm like, I know what y'all doing. Yeah, and, like I was just like, who cares? Yo? Like you don't have to do that. Like whatever. If you want to listen to R. Kelly, you can listen to R. Kelly. Like we still listen to Ray Charles. He was a white beater. We still listen to James Brown. He smacked chicks up too. It's
Yeah,
like
no. There's a lot of
like we
people out
can't
here.
possibly like if we're gonna have to if you're gonna start canceling everybody, you gonna have to keep it all the way 100 and start canceling everybody.
Wait, and that's why I'm not buying in.
That's
That's
why
my
it's
main thing.
because nobody's willing to do that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can say I'd rather not support R. Kelly shit, but to be honest with you, it's easy for me to say that because I never really did. That's the thing. Like, I didn't. I'm not one of those people that went and bought R. Kelly albums after that tape came out.
No, you're right.
Like I could still listen to the older stuff or whatever if it comes on, but I never really like once that tape came out, I was like, yo, this is weird. Dude. I don't know how y'all still messing with him. And so I didn't like I don't maybe the only song I know to be honest 100% real with you after that tape, the only song I know that even remotely I could like is probably Happy People.
Oh shit.
Or maybe Step in the Name of Love. Nah, even that's older than that, right? That's
Yeah, that's like Chocolate
TP2.
Factory.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't really know. Like, I saw Mike stuff is a little difficult. It's because, like, damn, man, like, it just frames songs a little different
I
now.
just found out he did a Christmas album, but you're right.
It just, like, how can I listen to PYT knowing what I know now? Like, what's the thing?
Man.
You know what I mean? Like, PYT, it just, some words hit a little differently now. Like, it's just harder to
I
listen.
get what you're saying. It's kind of, I told people that's how I felt about Frank Ocean. Because, you know, he's
Like, how you feel about Thinking About You, because now you know Thinking About You is you as a dude.
It doesn't hit the same. It doesn't hit the same.
Well, it never really hit for me in the first place. That's the thing. Like I never cared. Like that. Yo, it's the crazy shit about Frank Ocean. Like funny you brought him up, but like I had this weird comment. Like people were really championing him, and I always argued the only reason that his buzz was so high was because of the announcement.
Yeah.
Because I listened to Channel Orange and I was like, this album is not amazing. It's all right. It's not amazing. It's just all right. It's not even like it wasn't the like it, I didn't enjoy that album like that. It had nothing to do with him with whatever he revealed. It's just I just didn't think the music was that great. So like everybody's like, yo, this album's amazing and da 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 da. He's gonna be the future of music, and I was just like, no, he's not. Because I was like, I honestly. Nostalgia Ultra, I still listen to.
Yeah.
Like if I get it, like Novocaine and Swim Good and all those songs.
Fire.
That's 100 times better than Channel Orange.
Damn, I'm about to pull that shit up now.
Yeah, Nostalgia Ultra is fire, and I'll still listen to it, and it doesn't hit any differently.
Forgot about Swim Good.
Channel Orange was sold with that as the marketing plan.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
That shit was scummy to me to sell it that way because it was just like it didn't add to the music, and it was I thought it was just scummy to be like, all right, cool, I'm about to beat him over the head with this one. And then the music drop, and you're like, eh. And then there's a reason why it ain't really been like Blonde was kind of trash.
I didn't even listen.
I did because I needed a reason to call it trash, so I had to listen to it. But Blonde was. Blonde was low key trash, and Frank Ocean buzz went from like on top of the world to like nobody really cares if he's dropping in a weird way.
Wait, biking was crazy though. I'll give him that.
I'm sure. I mean, here's the thing: when you have an apex, even at your decline, you still put good stuff out. Yeah. And I think he peaked way too early. Like he peaked his climax was Nostalgia Ultra, and then everything went downhill from there.
You know the thing is, I don't even want to say he peaked too early. He peaked at the transition. Think about it. I feel sorry. There was very few artists who survived the digital, the analog to digital transition. When
Well, that
when Nostalgia Ultra came out, people were still buying mixtapes. Chanel Orange came out, bootlegs was still relevant. Then you took that little mini break. Oh, now we're going to streaming. YouTube. Sound, you know what I'm saying? Spotify. Like all these things are now relevant that wasn't really relevant then. Yes, they was around, but it was taboo. Now, you don't wait. You go into stores, they don't even have CDs.
well, it's not only that with him. Also, his revelation isn't that big of a deal anymore.
That too, yeah, because that's like
Like,
the
like
norm.
when he came out, well, it's not even it's a norm. It's just that it's not. It should have never been a big deal. It's like people like all right,
But it's
cool.
hip hop, because you know the thing is,
But
even
he's
though he
not a
was,
rapper.
but he was in hip hop culture, because you know he was around Odd Future.
You know what's
He was
crazy?
around those guys. So
Yeah,
you
and
got to.
Tyler had a similar thing with the drop of his last album.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. But then again, it's just that saying back at that time when you're in hip hop culture
oh,
or
you know, no,
around
in
that,
that
and to
time,
say
yeah,
and to come out and say what you did, like yeah, no, absolutely. That definitely changes the
yeah,
aspect.
yeah, in that time. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't like the how do I explain this shit? Like, I don't want to sound like stupid, but like his like I feel wholeheartedly that the buzz from Channel Orange was all due to that, right?
Okay.
And it's not because he wasn't on a high, because people were already kind of anticipating his album because Nostalgia Ultra was so good.
Yeah.
But like when Thinking About You came out, right? And I was just like, I heard the song and I was like, oh, this is a cool song. I did like people talked about this song like it was the greatest love song in the history of love songs. And I'm like, it's not. Like, yo, I don't know where y'all getting this from, but they're connecting their feelings
Yeah.
from his situation to the music, and now you have this like it's almost like remember in 2009 when Lil Wayne is the best rapper alive, or 2008, whenever that was, when everybody was
Yeah.
calling Lil Wayne, and all these industry vets was out saying the same thing, that Lil Wayne is the greatest. And I was just like, why are they saying this? Because it became a popular thing to start saying that thing, right?
Yeah. It was
So it's like
almost
it's a
trendy.
similar thing. It became a trend to big up Ocean because of what he just said, versus to just like really big up the music. There's some people who still think the album is great, which is fine because like I can't. It's all subjective.
Yeah.
But I know a couple years later, a year later, nobody was talking about the album.
That's a fact.
3 months later, nobody was talking about that album.
Yeah, you're right. Wait, but then again, that was right at the beginning of microwave culture. Cause
Kind
like,
of, but it was
cause
well
right now, I was
now.
talking about it on our cast. I was like, yo, 2018 was probably one of the best fucking years we had for hip hop in a long fucking time.
I hear that.
And then a lot of those albums probably didn't even get listened to for more than 2.5, 3 weeks.
Yeah. It's been like that. It's been like that for the last like since the minute like Spotify was out. But I think
Nah, I
what
still
Apple.
ride a few joints out.
No, but no. I mean, this is because you come from a different era, though. Like the way it works now is so microwave. But
Yeah,
you're not. That's the thing. You're not because you're like me. You listen to some of the new stuff probably, but not
yeah,
really, right?
yeah, yeah.
So like you'll attach yourself to some shit that's more familiar, but like the microwave kids who only listen to microwave stuff, they're always on to what's next.
Yeah.
So it's like with me, it's like if I hear something, if it's like last year, like this, I don't fuck with the Grammys either because I think that's just stupid, but that's just me.
Yeah.
But last year, um, like Cardi B wins the Grammy, right?
Hmm.
Whatever. She shouldn't even have been nominated for Best Hip Hop Album. That's a different argument. It depends what your criteria is. But I had
Bruh. But that could be a whole nother debate. But
that shit is crazy because you don't know what their criteria is. But I know how they end up because it's popularity for the most part.
that's all it is. That's
But
all
then
it fucking
some
is. The
names,
most popular artist. But then you can't call it the fucking best album of 20. You gotta say the most popular album
yeah,
or
but then
popular artist. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
all over
those
the
two don't meet in the middle. Popularity and quality of work don't meet in the middle. Meet in the
nah,
middle.
they don't. They sometimes do, but not most of the time they don't.
Yeah.
But like And no slight about her because she had a big moment. I guess you gotta kind of recognize her, and that's fine. But no,
Yeah, and wait, like you said, no slight, because it's not like her album wasn't good. She had a lot of hit singles on there, and it was in heavy rotation.
yeah,
But
I mean, it was impactful for whatever for lack of
yeah,
what.
you know what I'm saying. I'm not over here saying I could say something real wild, but I'm not gonna say it on the cast because I'm not ready for the ridicule. But good.
It's fine. But it works, right? So
Yeah.
she wins, and in my head, I'm like, if this was the real, like, if the real, like, not the, I don't like to use the term real hip hop, but like, if real, actual hip hop members of the community, because the Grammy is by committee, and the entire committee, whether or not you are part of a genre or not, you get to vote. Cardi is a name that will pop up outside of the genre, as in like she's recognizable, like she's an Amazon commercial. So it's like some people who don't even listen to rap, they go, best album of the year, Cardi B. Well, I heard her name all year. Has to be her. Because it's vote by committee. So now whether or not I don't know the whole process, but I know that's part of the process. So I go, all right, cool. But I'm looking at like last year and I'm just like, yeah, why didn't Nipsey win?
But you gotta blame Spotify for that.
Why didn't nah, you can't really because it's weird.
What do you mean? It's wait. One is owned by the labels. Two, they're supposed to have their alleged curated playlist, and then they don't. The thing is that I only say it's owned by the labels is because they have an interest in what artists they put in front of you. That's the only reason I point that out. So if Universal has a heavy stake in Spotify, don't you think these Universal artists who's dropping music this month, you wouldn't want to put them on the front page? Or or say for instance, Sony Music has some artists coming out. Hey, don't you want to put Mariah Carey in some playlists? Don't you want to put some Adele in some playlists? You know, these are big Sony artists. You want to get them in the front picture of things. It's
I
that.
don't know. Maybe because I don't listen to playlists because everything is like curated on my Spotify. Like
No, absolutely. But I'm saying, like, when you go on there, it's like, say with me, when I go on my Spotify, I already know what I'm listening to. I go, boom, this is the artist. I listen to a lot of old shit. I don't care. That's what I like. But the point is that if I was to scroll down and to see what they had, but it's all, you get what I'm saying? It's all these certain artists, or say popular music. It'd be a picture of who on it. You know, I'm like, why is this person's picture on it?
I don't know. It depends, I guess. I don't know because I have never seen like I don't want to keep saying Cardi because it feels like I'm bagging on her, but on my spot because I've never seen her pop up on my Spotify homepage, not once. Like not once. I don't because like even like because like and I listen to a lot of stuff on there. It never really popped up for me. I don't know. It's weird. Like right now, like on the top, because Spotify is a little weird. But nah, that's not even why she popped off. Really, because she was popular outside of what Spotify was playing. She was popular on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like that's
No,
she's a whole different phenomenon. This is why, like,
she's the full package. And when I say the full package, I mean for this modern day, she has the social media down pack. She has the personality down pack, and because those are two totally different things. There's people with social media followings who's like fucking dry paint, and then there's people like fucking, you know, Cardi B that'll get fucking wild and start going in and share her opinion and be very, you know, and be very social and shit. More, what's the word? I'm more animated with it.
Yeah, personality.
You know, and then when you add that with her making music and then being involved in relevant culture, like I feel like she is the perfect mix for microwave culture. The perfect mix. Like put it like this: my girl likes Cardi B. I don't listen to zero. Like I'm gonna say it. I don't give a fuck. I don't really listen to female rap. I don't say that with any slight to the great female musicians out there, because you are very well acknowledged in my book. But that's just something I'm not subscribing to.
Probably because you don't want to rap along to lyrics about some chick sucking a dude off.
Listen, man.
I get it. I understand it. Like we just gotta call a spade a spade. There's a reason why some dudes don't listen, because like when it comes to certain aspects of music, like when it gets to the sexual stuff, it's a little weird for a dude to just rap it along with some of that stuff. It's cool, But like when they don't, when I could listen to like stuff when they're not like I can listen to whatever. To be honest with you, I don't.
Yeah, wait.
Like you find yourself rapping along and shit, and it's just like suck a nigga dick. Like no, chill, bro. Like nah, why you rapping
Yeah.
along to that? That's not for you. That's not for you.
No, you're absolutely right. But then again, is that I don't think, as far as like say for the most part, is that in the popular music, say like some of the shit I could enjoy, I'll tolerate. I want to say enjoy, I'll tolerate. I think that's the best way to put it. I'll tolerate it because with popular music, you can't escape it. It's in your commercials, it's in the radio, it's when you're walking outside, it's everywhere. That's why it's popular. But when you look at it outside of that, to just say like, yo, I'm about to go listen to Nicki, I'm not gonna do. I can't do it. I'm just being honest. I have way. If Nicki was to come on anytime, I'll listen to it, bro. And if it's in rotation enough that I even know the words, I might even spit a few bars.
I think I threw Chun Li in my run playlist.
You feel me? Oh,
Yeah.
Chung Li, fire beat. Wait, I think she had a few catchy lines in there, but I'm good. I'm not. I'm good.
I mean, I get it. Everybody got their preference or whatever. I mean, it's one of those weird things. Like I used to like listening to like I'll listen to like Jean Grey and shit like that. Like I like people who have varied
Oh yeah, she's fire.
Cause that's the thing. It's like I feel like there's female rappers and then just rappers who happen to be female.
Yeah, and that's where I feel like the line is blurred.
Yeah, because there's like rappers who like Rhapsody album was good. Like I listened to that. Yeah, and it didn't even really cross my mind that she was a chick rapping. It was just a dope album. But like then like some stuff is like clearly geared towards a certain audience, and that's where you like all right, cool, I get it. That's meant for. It's not really meant for dudes, kind of. So it's like I can't really like you'd be like, all right, whatever. So it's like it's cool, it exists. You know, like I can't critique it, I can't say nothing about it. I was just like, all right, cool, it's just not for me.
Like,
That's shit. Like I get it.
I'll say this: like I think Nicki Minaj is fire. I think she's a fire rapper, and I think she makes fire music. But I just personally can't listen to her on the fact that I know that, like, say a Nicki album, she slipped. Like, how could I put it? I maybe I should go back in and. I just know from what I've heard, I'm like, yeah, I can't listen to this confidently. But the thing is that
it's the same reason I don't listen to Eminem.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of rappers I don't listen to like that as well too. So
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm very glad you brought that up. But I think she's dope. But then I know you'll get an anaconda. I know an anaconda will come in there, and I'm not ready for that. I'm just being honest. I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for it.
What's the Big Sean song? Is that was the Anaconda song, the one with Big Sean's on it? Big Sean and Nicki did something together.
No.
She raps about his meat.
You know the thing, and she don't hold back, and I like that. But you shouldn't hold back. But then again, you gotta give me like the edited version.
Oh, Dance. The well, they got a song together. Like it's the same. It's like the same. It's the same song. The ass joint. The ass.
Oh yeah, ass. Yep, I know what you're talking about.
It might as well have been her song.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I get it though. I mean, it's whatever. But like going back to what you're saying about 2018, it's like when you look at that stuff, it's like, yo, man, there's so much dope shit. But I was like, that's every year. It's just that people just don't really pay attention, man. No, that's the sad part. People just don't really pay attention. There's mad shit. Like, dude, like.
There's 2 streams of thought out.
7. Yeah.
It's like, no, I only say that because I told my mans, and I'm like, he thought there was still 1. And I'm only saying that is because, like, yo, this microwave culture is like, this shit is happening so fast. Like, I feel like it's to the point that if you're not paying attention, you will miss it.
Yeah. I mean, like, I almost missed out on Crit's album. And that ended up being easily one of the best 5 albums I heard in 2017. I still listen to Crit's album.
Crit got bars. I ain't gonna hold you.
That
Yeah,
album
fuck
is
with hard.
I love that album. It's the double. I think it's a double. It's mad songs on the album, but I still listen to that. Like I every now and then I listen to Sci-Hi's album, which came out at the end of 2017.
Yeah, that was another dope one.
Um,
2017 was a strong year too. Let's not forget.
Towards the end, it got really strong. That's because a lot of the stuff carried over.
Wait, because that was the year Royce came out too, right?
No,
The
Royce
Book
came
of
out
Ryan,
last year in March.
2018.
Yeah, March or something like that. But Royce was like before Daytona. Royce came out around the time when Nipsey came out on Victory
All right,
Lap.
so he was early 2018.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
He
okay.
came out before Daytona. I don't think Daytona should have been on the top albums of the year list.
No, Daytona wasn't all that. I don't
It
think that.
wasn't, and it was only 7 songs. And I'm just kind of sick of Pusha rapping about coke. Sorry, that's just me. I
Yeah,
wish
I'm
he rapped
with
about
you.
something else.
No,
Like
I'm
he's too
definitely with
talented
you.
to keep rapping about the same shit.
Especially in this era, in this generation, like that shit sounds so fucking dated.
Yeah, it's
I'm
just he's way too talented to just keep rapping about the same shit. It's just like, nah, man. Like
yeah,
I was a fan of the clips, and it's just like I only really revisit them every now and then because it's like I know exactly what I'm gonna get.
yeah.
Like, all
Oh,
right,
I love the clips too, man. That was a
uh,
they had a nice little run together, man. Too bad Malice found God. I don't mean too bad. I mean
my
it's a
man
great
Dave does
thing.
songs
It's
with
a
him.
it's a phenomenal thing that he found God, but too bad because of the fact that the group split because they was making because I think he left right at their peak. It
Uh,
wasn't like
no. It was well
I
after.
think
It is after the label problems and all. So because you gotta remember,
okay.
their third album drops late or something like that. Because
Oh yeah, you're
and then
right.
and then they were independent. And they started doing all the re-up gang stuff because they couldn't get out their label deal or some weird shit like that. And then
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff going on with them. But if you really listen to the clips, you should have known that was coming. Because Malice was always rapping like a Baptist preacher.
Oh no, absolutely. Wait, that's the one thing that I will say. He always rapped about church, God,
Mhm.
crosses. Whether it was direct or subliminal.
I
And
think he was nicer than Pusha, to be honest with you. He was my favorite of the group.
I think he was way nicer. I could
Yeah, I
say
thought and
that.
Malice was nice, man.
Yeah.
Push
Now
was
you know the thing is, I say Malice was nicer too because his flow was more universal.
yeah.
You
Well, because I
usually,
think Malice taught Push how to rap, and that's I think that's how the story goes. Malice
because
was rap.
that's probably why he's so one lane with the coke.
Yeah. Malice was first, so I think that's what happened. And then Push, because Push is 5 years younger
Okay.
than Malice, so I think Malice had started rapping, and then he got pushed to start rapping, and then they did the group together, something like that. But the funny shit about Malice is that he my man Dayton, he does Christian rap now too, and they done songs together.
Yo, wait, Christian rap is fucking phenomenal.
I don't
That's like
listen.
that's an oxymoron. I'm sorry, but
I
I'm
don't.
only. Well, you don't fuck with it.
No, I don't really listen to it. I just, you know why? Because it's again, uh, I have trouble when I listen like I'll check out Dayton stuff just because that's like family, but
Yeah.
and I think he approaches it a little differently because a lot of like he approaches it more like a secular dude would. Like he gets into
Mm.
beef in his Christian rap community about it because they say he's he can lean too secularly or something like that.
Mm.
Because they like to separate themselves that Christian
Yeah.
rap thing. But the problem is every time I check out some of them, it's just like, all right, I get it. Jesus is a very nice person. What
Yeah.
else can you rap about? Like,
Nah,
yo,
you're right.
like, don't give me 20 albums of Jesus. I need something. Like, let me know something else. Let me hear something else. It's just like, I get real bored with one note things.
I'll say this: the albums, they're definitely not that. Um, they're very full of context. They're very full of
Well, it
great.
depends on the artist because I did check out Lecrae's shit. Lecrae's was very
NP is all right. Lecrae
so.
is all right. There's another one I forgot. This white dude I forgot. I think it's NP. The point is that I don't like Christian rap. I'm only saying this is that this is the beautiful thing about networking and relationships. I worked with a dude last year who was from Utah, and he was a Mormon, and he listened to nothing but Christian rap.
Hmm.
So when we went to lunch, that's all he was playing, Christian rap. And I'm like, yeah, what the fuck is this? Christian rap? Wait, I said it jokingly, and he looked back laughingly, like, yes, this is. And I'm like, wow. And I'm like, damn. You feel me now? He's just all right, let me see where this goes. I wasn't expecting that response. But then as I listened to it, I was like, you know what? If I listen to it for hip hop values, it's not that bad. Some of these dudes push the envelope, so I can see what you mean as far as with your man getting into beef into in his community as far as with the music. Because I was like, some of the shit they talk about or the topics, I'm like, wow, this is Christian rap?
You know, I think what happens is a lot of those dudes, they're people that follow, they're super, super, super into that lane.
No.
And that's just kind of like it's funny. I joke with him all the time because it's funny though because like Dayton goes from potentially getting signed by Shady. He wins like he won a couple weeks of that Fight Club when that was a thing. He was on Freestyle Friday, all this other stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then just life takes you in a certain way, and he found religion the way he found it, and it just took him that way. So now he's a touring Christian rapper. He's actually super popular in that genre or whatever. Like he gets to tour the country, and he messes with all the big names and stuff like that. There's like a dude Bizzle, I think. Bizzle has done Vlad interviews.
Yep.
Him and Dayton are part of the same crew or something like that. God Over Money, which I think is just, I don't know, whatever. I'm not.
GOM.
Yeah, that's what they call us, a GOM, God Over Money. I think that's their clique or whatever. So they do all that stuff, and now it's like I joke. I see the comments, and I'm like, bro, you went and did the Christian route and have to deal with same rap fans because rap fans are always gonna be rap fans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like what's real and what's not. What's real and what's not. That's all that is. But it's. I mean, again, it's a lane. I mean, it's fine. I mean, it works. I'm not against it. I'm for all rap, to be honest with you. I don't care what like as long as you're not like if you ain't putting out an album about touching little kids, and I don't care, do whatever the hell you want. I don't.
R. Kelly before he go to jail, the fucking double disc.
Yeah, like
part 2. Oh man.
Trapped in the Playhouse or some shit, whatever he calls it.
Shit.
But like, if you go do, I mean, as long as you ain't doing that, I don't care. Like I'm one of those like hip hop dudes that's like, yo, let it grow and let it be. And now, especially, to be honest with you, people always complain about, like the game. Like the game is different. The game has to change and all this other stuff about the game. And to be honest with you, I'm just like, nah. It's if you only listen to the radio, you're only gonna hear certain things.
Facts.
It's like, all right, cool. All these guys that are popping on the internet aren't even on the radio. That's the shit that bugs me out when people talking about the game is so one-sided. I was like, nah, the dudes that are popping on the internet are not on the radio. Like that dude who just got knocked for killing, what's his YMB, whatever his name is?
Yeah.
Knocked for killing this boy, right? You said he had like 20 million streams, right?
Yeah. He had some hits.
I've never heard of him.
Oh, yeah, man, we said it at the same time. Never heard of him.
Nope, they don't play his music on Hot 97. Ebro won't play it. They don't play his music on Power 105. You know what plays on Power 105 and 97? The people who are at the top of the food chain. They're going to play, you might hear some Migos. You're going to hear some Cardi B because she's at the top of the food chain now. You're going to hear some Drake. You hear some Ross if he drops a single. You might hear some 2 Chainz if he drops a single. You are not hearing none of these young dudes that are making mad bank on their own. They might interview them, but they're not playing their music. So it's like I don't need to hear about like how the game ain't the same. I was like, variety is there. You just gotta look for it. Like,
so true.
People are just lazy. Like, there's so much dope shit out there. That's why I was like going back to 2018. 2018 was dope, is because even the shit that got ignored was dope. Because there's just so much shit that came out, man. Like, and this year I feel like it's gonna be the same way. Like, I've been listening to Boogie. I think.
I like it.
I like it a lot. The only thing I don't like is the song with Eminem. It's mostly just because.
Oh wait, yeah, you said you was gonna tell me about that. Why you don't like Eminem? My
Oh,
bad to cut
it's
you
not
off.
that I don't like him. It's all right. Here's one thing. I don't like his music.
Oh shit! So you like him as a person? Did you just
No, I
think
don't
his
like.
music?
I don't have an opinion of him as a person.
Oh
I,
shit!
I, I don't really pay attention to enough about Eminem to like him or hate him as a person. Like I'm pretty sure he's a fine human being, but like his music personally, like I could listen to some M songs. I don't think he has a classic album. The closest thing to it,
What?
I don't. I think the closest thing to an M classic album is probably Marshall Mathers. Um,
Man.
I think he has some good songs that he's made, and he has a lot of really bad ones. My shit with Eminem is I can't get into some of his subject matter, and I also can't get into rap for the sake of rap. Sometimes, like he put out Rap God, right? And I listened to it once. I was like, I never have to hear this again. Like I don't need songs like
I
that.
felt the
Like
same way about that.
I was like, all right, cool, I get it. You can put words together. Like is this a song? What is this? Like I don't care. Like you just rapping for the sake of rapping. Like I get it, dude. We all know you can rap. Like you don't have to tell us this now.
Yeah.
Give me a like. I like songs, and I like when somebody can spit, but I like songs that work. I like fucking. I like, and he could stay on topic, but sometimes his topics don't really connect to me. Like when he was doing all that, like I'll kill your mom, drugged up rap, and all that weird shit that he was rapping about back in the day. I didn't really care for any of that shit. I didn't really care for the who's the real Slim Shady shit. I didn't care for none of that. The Without Me and all those songs. And it's just like I'm not a huge Eminem fan. But now the reason I don't like the song with M on that album is not because he's on it. It's more so because that specific verse and song don't match the entire flow of that album. It's like I'm into out like if you put in like Boogie's project is dope and is well sequenced until you get to that song. That song does not fit the album. I don't know why it's there. It's so weird. Like his album is like some chilled, like because Boogie kind of sounds like he's like Nipsey Hussle and Chance, the rapper, in like one person. But like he's like so it's a little bit of a it's like laid back, but not laid back, and then like it's just you gotta listen to it. It's just like some real situations and shit like that. You can tell dude had like a real life or whatever. I just like it. I listen to the album all the fucking time. But every time I get to that song with Eminem, I was like, yo, this album just like it. Come on, man, I'm enjoying this album. Why you gotta put this there?
I feel you.
It just don't match. I'm into sequencing. Like sequencing is big for me. Like a well sequenced album, ain't nothing that could beat that shit, man. Like I think like Cole is good at sequencing his albums.
Excellent. Even his mixtapes. Oh man.
Kendrick is great at it. Drake is actually really good at it. People say he's not, but to be honest with you, I prefer when he's singing and rapping on throughout. Like I didn't care as much. Like I liked Scorpion.
I didn't like the sequencing on that.
Because
That
it was.
shit was.
I'd rather have them mixed in with each other. Like I didn't need a rap album and then a R&B album.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather just have it all together, like More Life or all his other projects. I didn't like the split of it, but I guess people were asking for it, so he gave it to her. And I was fine with the rap side by itself, and I was fine with the R&B side by itself. But I was like, there's a flow that I like to the way Drake's projects flow, and splitting them takes that flow away. Because normally his albums are pretty well sequenced. Like if you listen to like again, I go back to the one that I started liking him at. Some of those songs just kind of flow into each other. And you know, so people trash Views, and now a lot of people be like, you know what, Views wasn't that bad. No, they're like, oh, it's way better than I thought it was. Because like people like to trash things, and then after a while they sit with it. It's like this is aging well. I was like, well, sequencing. I'm telling you, yo, sequencing will help you get past all that shit. And that was the one thing, man. Yo, I was like, oh my god, this Eminem verse. People think I hate Eminem. I was like, I don't hate him. I still recognize him. You know, it's like you could recognize somebody. Like people like. So Eminem's not in your top 5? I was like, he's not in my top 10. But this is because
wait, I'll put it like this. He's not in my top 10 either. I just want to jump in before you fully eat through him.
No, I'm
I
not
don't
gonna.
think.
I'm not talking about rap skills.
No. I don't because I understand everything you're saying too. Because rap for the sake of rap. I feel like he started doing that. I feel he started doing that with the Marshall Mathers LP. I thought it was still a very good album,
That was
but
my
I couldn't get into it. I thought he just started going off with, that's what the I Kill You and that's what I like. I couldn't wait. Me personally, I couldn't get into those songs. I couldn't get into those songs. But the Slim Shady LP, I honestly wait. I'm just being very frank. That was his best piece of work to me. He put together from Rock Bottom, the difference between bad and evil, Guilty Conscience. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like he was putting together legitimate songs with storylines, plot twists. I'm like, damn, this guy is fucking talented. Like, this guy is like, one thing he could put the words together. Now he's telling, the Slim Shady LP. The Marshall Mathers LP, it's cool, but that I Kill You and the Mushroom song, or I forgot the other shit, or
every classic albums kind of does, but that's what I say it's closest. But that got Till I Collapse, I think, is on there.
No. That came in like the latter albums, like that. I think that was like on Encore. That album was all right, but Slim Shady LP was the best one. That's the only one I could put on right now and start bumping. Only one.
Encore was the one that I was just like, why the hell does this exist?
Wow. Well,
yo, Encore is bad. No. Even he'll tell you that. Encore is bad. Yeah, Encore is not a good album, man.
The Eminem show was so much better. If you're comparing it to Encore, that's how I'm just.
No. The first three are his best albums by far.
The first one. Marshall Mathers by numbers, yes. By actual quality, no.
No. I'm saying the first three are the ones that you. Okay. I don't really go past that. I don't know, man. Like, you know what it is, and man, it's just like Some Shady LP. I never go back to it. Never. I haven't gone back to that album in like 15 years.
Just why? I just want to know why, though.
No, it just never comes up as something I feel like listening to. That's it. And when it came out, it was cool or whatever, but I think that came out, 98, 99?
Yeah, 99.
99. It wasn't the best album of 99. It made some noise or whatever, but I feel like then the Chronic 2001 comes out, and then you forget that album came out.
Wait, that came out before or no? That came out after.
Chronic came out.
Chronic was in the summer. I remember that.
Yeah,
Chronic was 2001. That was 2000.
No. That was the number.
99. I'm cooking.
It actually came out in 99. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cooking, but that was the summer. I'm cooking. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to.